All right, people, let's go. I've already stuffed up right from the get-go. Desktop audio, team.
You can see me.
All right. Can people hear us? Hello, virgins. What's up, Watto? Who's in there? Mike, Sards, Mix, Poker Kicks, PokeGaz, PokeLotto. You're all in here. Everyone's in here. RUZZ, how are you, brother? All right. Can everyone hear us? Tell me you can hear us. You guys need to talk so they can hear us. I just realized we didn't do a sound test at all.
G'day, everyone. How you doing?
But I didn't change the settings at all from last week. So, in theory, everything should just work, right?
Switched on.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Swick. All right. Shug Nasty, welcome in, mate. Sound is good. Thanks, RUZZ. Thanks for the heads up. How are we, peeps?
RUZZ? What's RUZZ doing? I got beef with that.
Oh, yeah, go on. Start it with him now. Start right away.
He's in between opening packs.
What, RUZZ is opening packs?
He's come up for a breath.
What?
He's on a tangent.
Which one? RUZZ or what?
RUZZ.
Go on.
I'm just taking the piss.
No, go on.
Okay.
Go on. Don't be all
What
tough
do you
and
mean?
then he's in there now. Go on. Give it to him.
Don't be all tough. I am tough.
Go on. Give it to him. Oh,
I'm on the
God.
rums, boys. On the rums, yeah. You're going to have to keep up.
Hey, it's on live chat. Good times. How are you, brother? Welcome in, mate. GG. What's been happening, boys? What's been happening? What's going on in the world of Pokemon? You tell me this week. You tell me. I'm just going to delete everything I've got written down, and you guys just tell me what's going on.
Well, let's start off with some housekeeping, yeah?
Okay.
First and foremost,
Yep.
hello, chat. How we all going? Second of all, hit the fucking like button, yeah? And then number 3, there's a Q&A at the top of the chat. So if you've got any questions, make sure you leave them in there, as Joel will check them every 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're going to have to be co-hosting every week, Harry.
That's good.
Oh, look, I'm just here to keep
Somebody's
the
gotta do
wheels on, Lotto.
I'm
you know
pretty
what I mean?
sure
I'm
that's
just here
like-
to keep the wheels on.
Yeah, because I would have forgotten to say that straight away. B, yeah, there is a Q&A there. Use it. Use the questions.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, we've got real life beef because Lotto was giving me shit last week, or
Oh,
the
yeah.
other week.
Yeah.
And
Deserved.
he's
I
decided
don't
to
say it
show his
wasn't
face.
deserved.
Nah, not at all. I should never be picked on. Yeah, I'm a man of expression who should be able to say whatever he feels when he feels. You know, and I felt
Right.
very stifled by you, Lotto. Do you know what I mean?
What did
So
he
you and your
say?
SpongeBob cap, I don't know. He just put me off all night. You know, couldn't say anything about minorities. Couldn't say nothing about nothing. It was just like Watto was there on his keyboard, ready to chop suey me every time. So, God damn it, man. But no, it's nice to meet you, Lotto, for the first time too.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna be
you
a good
guys
luck.
haven't met, eh? Foxy, I don't know.
No,
Well, we pretty much did. I think we
Yeah.
got pretty close last week.
look, listen, whatever you call close, I mean, yeah, you know, I'll take it.
There is something crawling in my ear, like for real.
Sorry.
Sorry.
My bad.
What the fuck are you holding? It looked like a worm come out of your ear.
That's
is
what I
that?
thought.
What?
did look-
That was my finger. No, this is
No, what's that?
Oh,
Hanging
this.
in your
Oh,
hand.
sorry. This is a I'm holding a broken rubber band. I don't know why.
No.
Because it's whatever.
Ugh.
Times are fun, guys.
He's a fiddler.
Fiddler.
Oh, man.
Poker Kicks just asked why the shelves empty. I will just say the shelves are empty because I don't know if I said this last week. Middle of moving. Then this is the last round table. This is the last video at this studio, guys. Just so you know, this is it. This is the last one. It's been the end
Actually
of an
just
era.
Sold out. He sold everything up.
I sold it. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Prices are going skyrocket.
Yeah,
Like,
bang.
"No, I'm out.
Fuck it. I'm gonna sell all
60%
the
margin.
ETBs.
I'll
Yeah.
take
Prismatic
So
ETBs
what
at
is-
$300 each. Fuck yeah.
So what does that mean for the Jolly Chamber show? What's
There's going to obviously be a few weeks break because I got to go fly out to work for a week. Then I come back and then we do the actual move, which is going to take obviously a week. And then I'll be back at work again. And then, so there probably won't be another video for maybe a month. It's like,
Okay.
I'm just being realistic because I'm not going to try and rush it all back,
fair enough?
to set up. But I'll be packing the computer down tonight/tomorrow. So,
Cool.
but it's just, process of moving. But this is it. I was actually reminiscing today about all the fun videos. Like this studio is where I started the podcast, started the round table, started actually editing videos. It was good. It was a good year. It was a good year in this house. I liked
Yeah,
it.
you've had a good little
It's
run
been a
there.
good
eh?
run.
Well
Plus,
done.
plus
Started
the
the
maths podcast too.
Mavs.
So
True.
did a lot.
True, yeah.
I'm not going on that show.
Why? Bullshit. Every time
Yes.
I watch it now, I can't see anything but you being on the show, Gaz. Like you're
Not
built for
gonna
this.
happen.
You're so the guy. You're so the nice guy. Because there's always that one nice older guy, right? You're that guy.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
old. Wow.
Not
Well,
older.
older.
You know, there's a bunch of
Wow.
23-year-old fuckwits on their show. Yeah, there's a bunch of. You don't want.
No, I've never
You're
watched
not
it in
one
my
of
life.
them. Yeah, don't. It's. No, you should. It's pretty good actually.
Well, if I got news for you, Gaz, I'm hosting live parties in Discord where I'm watching every episode. So
It's
feel
fucking-
free to join me in Discord. There's a
I
group of
I
us.
saw that channel today.
It's pretty
I was
fun.
Clicking on
Yeah,
a few Discord channels there and saw Harry's Matt's live,
Yeah, man.
it's-
live party.
I liked it. It was like us. Who was it? It was like us and Kicks and Who else was there last night? It was good
Mr.
fun.
Palsy,
Mr.
Miss
Palsy,
Ace,
yeah.
there was
Kick
Nugs.
said he's applied me for the show already.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Think of us subscribers, brother. You know that's the thing.
We don't have to talk about We don't have to talk about Pokemon at all tonight. We can literally just like start at the start of the application and just go all the way through it. Yeah, all
Just
28
fill out the whole
pages of it.
application.
Yeah, that's
It's an
the whole video.
intervention, yeah.
The whole
Is that
video.
what chat came for?
Yeah, that's it. That's what you're all here
I
for.
still,
Yeah.
like, swear down, yeah. Like, you really need to do it.
Yeah. Like it's,
We just need to get you on. You
Right.
don't have to listen. Look. You don't have to marry the bitch.
Yeah.
right? All you got to do is just get on the show. That's it. That's all we want, guys. All
Isn't the
we
whole
want.
point to marry?
yeah, I was gonna say it's called Marry at First Sight. You don't have
Isn't
to marry
that the
the
first
bitch.
episode of
Yeah,
each
that's-
season?
Nah, bro. It's a
Okay.
sham.
No.
It's a free meal, a hot bird that's just going to whinge all the time, and potentially a holiday.
Yeah. You might get another Pokemon nerd though. That could be cool. They had that girl last year was a Pokemon, but she didn't say it. She just said she was a geeky girl, and then she finishes the show, and then she's like ripping packs. I'm like, where the fuck was that, mate? We would have been supporting you the whole time. We were anyway.
I think
Cause,
my suitcase would literally only have
yeah,
packs in it.
Okay.
That's all
Well,
I'm
let's
thinking on
let's
the-
ask Gaz this question, important question, because this is what John would ask you when you sat down with him, Gaz.
Who's
What
John?
would be John? Fuck no. John is the host, brother. He's the
Oh, I
host.
told you, I've
No.
never seen this show in my life.
Okay, so if you were to pick if you were to, let's say you're going into Build-A-Bear, right? And you had to build your perfect bear, what does she look like? Right? What does she look like? What would you want John to pick you out?
Just looks?
Well, no, listen, like,
Are
whatever.
we talking
Like,
the whole package?
yeah, like you can still go along the lines if you wanted to be kind and this and that, but
I'm gonna
you want
write
a
these
brunette,
down.
You want a blonde? You want a grey? What do you want? What are you after?
I'm writing the notes down.
Oh, definitely full head of grey.
Full head of grey. Okay, cool. That's it. Market job.
Full
Brunette,
head
green eyes.
grey.
Okay.
Brunette, green eyes, in much better physical shape than myself.
Green eyes. You can't expect a woman to be better than you if you're not going to put in the effort. That's the rule, isn't
Oh,
it?
mate, I put in the effort with this.
All right.
That's it.
So at least we know. Now what
numbers.
to put on his application. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
full
start,
head,
job.
full head grey with green eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, more effort.
Age range, Gaz, between.
27, 43.
Really?
Nice. Type it down, job.
27 to 43.
Um,
I would just start at 43 and go up. That's how I roll. I've said that before on the show. I like the older birds. Oh, I like the older ones. Anyone under my age, I can't stand. That's the rule. It's okay, Lotto. I'm not trying to date you, okay, bro? It's okay.
Right. I think you need to change the title of the live stream though. 'Cause the second word in it says Pokemon.
Yeah.
All these,
Oh,
all
sorry,
these
bro.
guys come in.
So
You can't even have a
just,
laugh these days. Lotto's starting already.
No.
You got to change the title. To fucking.
Well,
Lotto's in the
uh,
live chat.
I came here for Pokemon
Motherfuckers,
news.
eh?
I came here for Pokemon news. I don't want to hear about your bullshit fucking nighttime drama. Nah, it's all good, mate. Anyway.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
Pokemon.
What's happening with the chat? Pokemon, right? Where do I have some? Listen, we'll start with some light stuff. I like to start with some light stuff. We're not going to go too heavy in it today, or we might. Who knows? Macca's is doing Pokemon, guys. How much money have you burnt at Macca's so far now? Oh, I forgot. I went to the wrong.
Packs.
Really? I got 10 today.
Yeah.
I think it was worth it.
Fuck all.
You haven't got any yet,
Got the Pikachu.
No.
Got
I'm
a couple
not
of
touching it.
Charizards.
mate?
I am not touching it.
Why? There's like only like 15 of them.
Yeah, with all the negativity going on around Pokemon at the moment, I'm leaving them for the kids.
Oh, real? You're a champ.
Yep.
Apparently, these sold out at some Macca's. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, bro, because
Yeah, somebody bought it like cases of them.
Yeah,
They said how much
Yep.
you got, and they were like,
yeah.
"Take them all, buddy."
Did anyone see that video? I don't know who it was. It was those guys, and it was in America though, but they bought 200.
36. Oh, I only saw the one that was like 36, and they sat there and ate them all.
Yeah, but like you can just buy them. You don't have to eat the food.
Yeah.
They're like $2 a pack. It's like the cheapest
Pokemon. I've got no fucking interest in this whatsoever.
You haven't collected any of the other ones before?
No.
Real? Why not?
During COVID, I did.
Couldn't care less.
Because I was bored, we were in lockdown, and I could only do click and collect at the store.
Yeah.
So my business partner and I were just eating Happy Meals all day long.
Yeah.
Drinking ciders all day long while at work.
Was that this?
And I put on 30 kilos.
Was that the celebrations one during COVID?
25th anniversary.
Because that one kind of was a bit hype because obviously you had the celebrations of COVID, all the crap as well, right?
Yep.
But also,
that was quality.
Like, it had like the little, the Pikachu with the 25 symbol on it as well.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks good in your promo binder next to all your other celebration stuff.
Yep.
So it's a bit of a
So
vibe.
does this fuck up Master Set collectors?
Oh, hell yeah. It would.
Yeah, because
cards in here from 2020.
This Zard here.
It's Vivid Voltage Charizard.
Yeah.
I've got, the Vivid
See,
Voltage
I know
one.
my stuff.
Yeah, see, it's right there.
That Rayquaza. The Rayquaza is a promo from the triple blisters. I think it's Darkness Ablaze.
It is Darkness Ablaze.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And the Umbreon is Evolving Skies.
One, yeah.
So I opened 5 packs today and I pulled 3 Umbreons. So no surprise that's only 23 cents. But I didn't pull any Dragonites. I pulled the Roaring Moon, the Koraidon, and the Miraidon, I think. But
is the Dragonite 151 reprint?
The which one?
Which one?
The Dragonite, is it a 151 reprint? Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the 151 like the Mew EN, so it technically wouldn't be in. If you were going that deep, I suppose could go get it, but
so they've got their own stamps on it.
Set. Yeah, they always have the Macca's stamp for each different year.
So from Master Set, would it fuck it up though? Like that's the real question.
Some people definitely would be going for those.
That master / grandfather
Yeah, wanker sets.
But how that's
to
so
me, Master
unfair.
Set is what you can pull from the set. That's it.
Yeah. Because that's so
you can't pull it from those packs. I don't count it as a Master Set.
Hasn't this Zard been in a few ones? I swear I've seen this Zard in like a few other sets. And
I think there's 3 variants. There's
there was
you got a non-hollow variant in Vivid Voltage.
Yeah,
there's
and the
variant
hollow.
In the
theme deck.
Theme deck. That's it.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's now
Reverse
this one, which
hollow.
I think is still a non-hollow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a non-hollow.
So yeah, I think there's only 3 of those.
No.
From memory.
How many Macca sets has there been? How long before? I didn't even know Macca's did Pokemon cards until Celebrations.
Japan's been doing it since like 2002 at least.
Yeah,
so
really a long time, eh?
Yeah.
So
I don't know whether they've done them every year, but
can anyone tell me why there's 2 high drive?
Oh, they fucked up. There's like supposed to be just another Umbra, something. One of them shitty cards. It's another shitty one.
So one's 30 cents and one's 83. How do you tell the fucking difference?
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be the Aubrey one.
One's a scalper selling it.
Yeah. Well, that was I was so shocked. Like, why the fuck was everyone going so hard, like buying all of these? You only need to buy like 10 packs, and then you've pretty much got them all.
They're keeping them sealed to try and sell them later.
Do Macca's ones have any resale value? My mate had a whole box of them.
Fucking tapped right now.
Good question. That's a good that's a good investment question. Yeah, like I often think that because like buying these packs, there are people that collectors enjoy whatever yada yada yada. But is there resale value on? Let's say if we go back 6 years, right, to the 6 year ago Macca's set, is there a resale value potential in a sealed pack from McDonald's? I don't know. That's just a genuine question because I don't know the answer.
I mean, the Pikachu chase card's like still $25 from like the 2021 series. So, I mean, I suppose in a PSA 10, it's probably going to be a little bit more. So anything where there's a chance to grade it as a 10 and it's going to be like $100, probably some people are just going to crack it. And you've got 1 in 7 chance of getting it or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's good for the kids though, man. Like, and this is how we get the younger generation into fucking Pokemon, right? You've got to find ways to get them in. And the games is good. The games are obviously good. The fact that we've got TCG Pocket as well is good, which I know Joel's going to get into. But there's more mechanisms now for kids these days to be able to get into the hobby, not the physical card, but as far as like playing the game is concerned, there's more mechanisms there for them to be able to do that, which is good to see.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
More cards is never an issue.
More cards, yeah. Like that's
Yeah,
print them into the ground, mate.
Hundo.
Well, like you say, like the Pikachu and I guess the Dragonite are probably two real, like, popular Pokemon, plus obviously the Zard. But like, to get the holos, everyone wants to have all the Pikachu cards or all the Dragonites. It's just, you know, they know what they're doing. Pokemans know what they're doing.
Definitely a juicy lineup. Like compared to some of the other ones, they have like a heap
Yeah.
of mid-mons. Each time, every pack I swear I pulled had tenner out of them. But every other card besides that, you're like, and maybe the Dramper. I don't think anybody's hustling for the Dramper. But all the other cards are like pretty sick.
Yeah.
I dig the artwork of the Dramper, man. It actually looks kind of cool. It's never-ending story vibes, you know.
I was literally just about to say that. Yeah.
Oh, what was the
Us
dragon's
old
name?
fellas would know all about that.
Yeah, what was the dragon's name? Not
Falcor.
Falcor. Yeah, Artax is the horse that, you know, ruined your childhood.
All cry.
That like fully killed your childhood. Oh god, that movie's super depressing. Yeah, until the end where it's like, and then I woke up and it was all a dream. Like, but that's a real depressing movie. Like
Spoilers,
from start
bro.
to finish. Listen, if you haven't seen the Never,
Used to
it's
read
like
Word on
1988. It's like a 1988 movie. If you haven't seen Never Ending Story, trust me, kids,
even
don't
born,
show
bro.
your kids it. Just don't. Like, man,
Short Circuit was on the TV the other day.
great film by the way. Great fucking
Johnny
film.
Five is alive. It was so good, man.
Hello,
1986.
Baltos. That's a great movie. It's a fucking jam.
I was 2.
You were 2
Yep.
in '86. Fuck.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Fuck, we all old,
I
mate.
was on the Winnie Reds by then.
Got a
you were
question.
3.
Got a question for Gaz.
Yeah.
I got a question for Gaz. Will Gaz do the PSA 10 Moon Bunny for 3K? Asked RUZZ Reacts.
No.
Are you selling? Oh, that's what you're selling it now,
I
aren't
put
you?
so I put my Moonbryon PSA 10 up for sale today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
I want to do another box break,
Yep.
like a triple box break. So I need some money to fund that. So I figure out what better card to do it. I saw the eBay last solds and went about anywhere from 2 to 500 lower than eBay last sold.
Did you see that eBay's last sold on the last week's? Because we did it last week, didn't we, Harry? I can't remember. We did it last week.
Yeah, it was around.
No, not last week. The week before. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And how much was it then? It was 3-4K then, and I was blown away because I still thought it was at that 2K mark, and turns
Well, the
out I was
fucking
wrong.
Raw, like I checked today.
Raw is going
is like
22.
29, man. I checked today.
Yeah,
29.
she just keeps bumping.
That's
Yeah.
2900 Raw, brother. Raw.
I'm not being greedy. I figure it's still a lot lower than like the last 5 sold on eBay.
Nah, fuck them. Get your juice out of the squeeze, yeah? Get all the money. Fucking get all what you can.
But I put up for 43.
Is it on eBay?
Yeah.
For 43? Or?
No. I just did it on Instagram. Figure I'll try there first. eBay's last resort, man. Those motherfuckers taking 70%.
The fees. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will raffle it on the Facebook group before I do that.
So what are you going to buy with that?
Buying those?
Yeah, surely, eh?
Well, it looks like it, man.
Does it though?
From what I've seen.
There's some sales that are like
Some you
going
look
through,
at
obviously,
like,
but I mean now that it's at a higher price point, obviously that takes a lot of the market out. Like 2100, people were pretty happy to pay that for an Umbreon. Now it's up to 4.7, 4.9. Like that's going to price a lot of people out of the market for them. So
that's the only thing I worry about, bro. I think it's a massive gamble, hey? Like,
it's a stupid card. The card is like ridiculous.
But is it just now that, like, I think we spoke about this the other week, but like the Umbreon is just like, it's just the quintessential sword and shield. This is the card in 10, 15, 20 years when we can't really remember the sets, where people just remember that the Moonbryon came from sword and shield era, and that was the chase card.
in the modern era.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's fucked. It's more than like
We're
cards
going
that are
back,
25 years old. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's insane. But
It's at the level of my PSA 9 Legendary Collection Reverse Holo Zard.
yeah,
That's at that level.
is Umbreon more?
Like-
Is Umbreon more like sought after than Charizard now? Is it?
I mean, it seems like it.
It's
All
like
of
he's
the
the
Umbreon
guy.
cards have just gone crazy. Like,
Yeah.
But I think that's just like because of that one Moon Bunny card. Like I think that set it all off, and the lack of that card because of that whole they were all stolen off the line, and like
what's people's take on the new Umbreon?
I like it, and it has a theme song. This one never got a theme song. That other one was out for like a week, and bam, had a theme song.
Well, the only reason that one got a theme song was because of this one. So you got to pay homage for homage.
No, this one was the Moonbreon.
Fucking hundo%. What do you even mean, Brian?
Sunbreon. I know you are the one.
Be hyped if it wasn't for this card being hyped.
Exactly
right, and we said that. We said this months ago. We said that we knew that when the new set come out, when that got announced, we already knew that the Umbreon was already going to be 500. Because the Umbreon was like selling for... I still remember when the Umbreon, when they said it's selling for 300 raw, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's too much for a fucking card." I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! Like, I wish I bought 50 of them. Like,
have you met us?
But then like 2-3 years later, it's like, oh fuck me, you know. I need to get a credit card to buy some Pokemon cards, you know. Like, fuck.
Did anyone watch that episode? His name's just escaping me. What's his name again? Opossum Bud. Opossum Bud did an episode which was a really good breakdown on why it shouldn't be called Sunbreon, right?
Because it's not a sun.
Well, he was having a rip at Jason Paige. Plus, he was talking about, like, obviously the moveset and when you go into the game and play the game and, you know, all the facts. And it was like, yeah, everyone's just, like, trying to, you know, get on the fucking hype of what this
trying to hype
did.
the crap out of it.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of gay. Sorry, Lotto.
Yeah. I was going to say, Watto says new looks better than the old. I actually admit that the new one I didn't really like until I saw it in person, which this always happens with every card. I feel like I always go, oh, it's so good. And then I see it in person, I'm like, yeah, nah, it's shiny and pretty. I like it. But the new one does look pretty good. I think the new set as a whole, the Terrestrial Festival / Prismatic, looks like a vibe. I enjoy it. It's lame, all bigger than a roof.
I disagree.
The new one is real.
Before,
with
and
a
I
nice
will
little
say
crown.
it again. I don't need sparkly diamonds over my Pokemon.
You do. You think you don't.
The diamond bullshit I can live with.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I think it's prerogative, but I think it's the thing for me is that like when I look at the card, I just feel like the card as a whole, it's like the central perspective of the Umbreon is very much like the V version of the V alternate art from Evolving Skies, right? It's like small, it's at the top of the steps, like it's like a centralized position, right? And I feel like if something's going to be like the Umbreon, my opinion, the Umbreon that's in Brilliant Stars Training Gallery, not the big one, but the V, just the standard one, I think is a lot nicer.
That's a cool card.
What I think that is. I feel like they've more heavily focused on the background around the card as opposed to really letting the Pokemon stand out. And that to me is just an opinion, but you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad card. I would have just liked to have seen a little bit more emphasis around the Pokemon as opposed to the card.
I think it's like different.
I'd agree with that.
I think some like this to me looks like it's just an art piece. Like it looks like someone just painted it and bang. Yeah. Where the Moonbreon's kind of like a scene. He's reaching for the moon. He's on the top of the castle weird thing or whatever it is. Like it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. It
kind of makes sense into the whole aspect of what the card is about. Do you know what I mean? Like it's VMAX. You can see the sheer size of the thing on top of the, like, let's say the steeple of the cathedral.
Yeah, it's got good scale with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's the point. Like with this one here, it just sort of seems like a plonk it in the middle, put some shiny shit around it, put a moon behind it, Bob's your uncle, put it through the fucking, you know what I mean? It seems, I wouldn't say it's an afterthought because it is a lovely looking card. You can't deny that. But to me, it's just like, it seems like there could have been more done with it. That's all.
I pulled the Leafeon in the giveaway, and I think that was actually a better looking card.
The Leafeon's
there's heaps that look really, really nice. Like, I think the Sylveon looks really cool. The Espeon's probably my favorite, but I think, the Umbreon's, like, nice as a whole.
I think when you see, like, the original Evolving Skies, like, all of them, like, next to each other and, like, just together, they still look pretty fucking cool. Like, all of them just sitting there, bang. They're pretty. They're kind of more scenes. These ones are a bit more arty. I get what you're saying there, but these ones just kind of look like a painting or just, you know, a little bit more
the scene.
Fan hardy. Yeah, like when you see like the, what is it? Is it the Jolteon like jumping on the promo card and, you know, they're kind of a bit cooler.
But they're cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I dig. I think when you look at the likes of Glaceon and Sylveon, even Vaporeon for that matter, it's like the size proportion. It's still for me size proportion. And it's like the Sylveon has got a background that's, let's say, mid. Right? It's kind of mid, like it's a mid background as far as like what artwork and Pokemon can do. Excuse me, but the idea, the fact that the Pokemon is bigger and it's sort of centric within the card, it kind of looks nice. Even the Glaceon, you know, like I don't mind that. You know, it's still a little bit bigger. Like the Umbreon just seems to be the smallest one out of a lot of them. Even the Eevee's bigger than the fucking Umbreon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It just we've condensed it too much.
But it's still
just opinion.
That's still a fucking pricey as fuck card. Like people still
Sub Midnight, welcome in.
Welcome in Midnight. Watto's like gone on a rampage of writing stuff. Shine bright like a diamond. Just nice artwork. Yeah.
$708. Fuck. Well, I just dropped the number.
They're disgusting, eh? You know, I went to Lunar Cards today.
Damn.
Shit, where did I put it? I went to Lunar Cards today. I bought the 3 masks from Terrestrial Festival and the, what is it, the blood, what do you call them? The
Blood
I bought all of them for $60.
Oh, dope. That's good.
Yeah, like they just drop. Like they're nothing. So it's like, I was like, fuck
none
yeah, I'll get them
none of
out.
my shops have any cards.
They were pretty
Terrestrial
empty.
Festival's a dope set. I like Terrestrial Festival.
It's sick.
It's got so many good cards.
Yeah, it's pretty grouse. And the guarantee per box is I don't think that novelty will ever wear off. Like, you always know you're going to get a card.
I opened 5 boxes of that. I won 2 boxes, one off GG and one off Chris Klein. And out of those 7 boxes, I got 4 Iron Valiant SIRs.
That's right.
What the fuck?
That's right.
Let's go gas.
Yeah. I was like, oh yay.
And the Iron Valiant doesn't even stack cool, eh? I
don't mind it. Like I don't mind it because it's purple and I love purple. But you don't need 4 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
but if you're playing the game and you want to play the game, then you might need 4 of them.
I'm not smart enough for that, mate.
Nah, me neither, bro. Don't worry about it. Me neither. I feel you.
Too many concussions.
Too many
I'm not going to sit there and scream at kids as much as Lotto would like me to.
RUZZ wants an Iron Valiant. You can sell him one.
30 boxes don't have that. RUZZ, shoot me a message on a side for.
Yeah, for sure. $90, man.
I don't sell cards. I sent Joel a gold card at one point.
Oh yeah, you're a mad dog. Thanks for that. Yeah, but have you seen the price of that card now? You mad dog?
No.
Oh mate, where is it? Let me just. Oh, where have I put it? I've got like a million tabs open right now, so you know. Nah, I've lost it. But yeah, the gold Giratina is you never would have given it to me if you knew.
I don't care. I give cards out left, right, and center.
But
I've already given one of those Iron Valiant.
But that's the thing, man. Like all these cards now are just jumping up. Like I saw Gabe at Lunar Cards today, and the store was empty. He goes, "Dude, they stock." I said, "But I just saw you stock it up on Instagram the other day." And he goes, "Dude, like the weekend came and they cleaned out." Like he goes, "Pokemon is hot right now." He goes, "Pokemon's hot." Like he goes, "It's like he was sitting there sorting cards. He didn't even have enough time to like chat because him and like Dean were at the back sorting, getting cards, trying to like price them up to like." Smash them back on the shelves because I was so empty. It was insane.
Are you thriving in this environment, Lotto? Like, is this something for you where you're like, I'm like,
I have been having a great time. I won't lie. It's,
cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty good couple of months.
Well, actually, the last time we spoke to you, Lotto, I don't think you knew your allocations for Prismatic Evolutions. Yeah.
Yeah, that probably was. I think I got them on like the 16th of December, and I think we had the potty like a little bit before that.
Yeah, so what did you end up getting compared to, like, what did you ask for? What did you get, if you don't mind me asking?
Give us a percentage.
Yeah.
Well, usually, like, so I ordered 400. And for ETBs,
cases?
I'll just talk about like ETBs. 400 boxes, so 40 cases.
Yeah.
And then I got allocated 2.
Wow.
2 boxes or 2 cases?
2 cases.
Wow. Okay, so it was like...
I know people that got 6 ETBs as a store.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
So it really was that bad, eh?
Yeah. And like, I don't know whether it's because the US market's like taken up priority and they just like gave everyone else the scraps. But it was also like probably everybody that had a banter account would have just ordered as much as they could. And then it's probably up to Banter's discretion as to who they gave stock to, but
Yep.
I mean, it'd be like,
So
if you've been doing Pokemon for the last couple of years, why the market hasn't been super hot, like, you would have been expecting to get X amount, and then all of a sudden you get shafted with this, and it's like, why are we not getting allocated more? And all these other goobers that just ordered to make free money are like getting just as much as me.
yeah,
Not
Did you
just like,
hold? Did you hold?
I did
Lauren?
not hold. I did not hold. I sold all of my pre-orders at market, and then I was like, oh great, now I've got like nothing to even open for myself. So,
Are you finding it hard to get product now? Like,
I mean, I pretty much saw that this was going to be like how the next year was going to be. So in November, I just spent a lot of money on buying as many booster boxes for under $200 as I possibly could.
yeah.
So in the office at the moment, I've got like plenty of back order, which I can just trickle out slowly. So that's like pretty much all that I did in November. And then by January, it's kind of where I was expecting it to be. So
what's your
but
prediction? Then?
anybody's crazy to get stock right now.
What do you think is the prediction for the next 6 months? Like, do you think, like, as I want two perspectives from you, as an investor and as a collector. What do you think is the best thing for each of those things to do right now?
I mean, you definitely want to be like collecting, because like at the moment getting anything sealed is just a pain in the ass. So like I always just say, like, there's so many cards throughout the last 25 years that you can just go and spend time collecting. Like, a lot of people are leaving the hobby because they can't get actual sealed product, but you know, I know there's so many different parts of the actual hobby that you can enjoy still. Well, prices for sealed are pretty crazy. So I mean, that's what I would be doing, is I'd be going back and collecting some other stuff, maybe just adjusting your collecting goals to be something a little bit more manageable. I've started going back to trying to complete my Heart Gold Soul Silver Master sets, and that's been like something that's just as easy to do now as what it was 6 months ago. But like in an investor standpoint, like obviously with anything, the price now for entry is higher. So like if you're buying, you always want to be buying sealed. Like I wouldn't ever recommend anybody try and buy like any of these evolutions from Prismatic to be like, oh, these are going to go crazy, because like it's just such a volatile thing.
They have to bottom out. Like they have to. Like I still don't know if they're going to, but you kind of want. We said this the other week. Like we want them to ramp up, just print it into the ground, bottom everything out, make it easy. That way you can have fun and actually enjoy ripping it. Because even if I had an ETB, I wouldn't even want to rip it, because the thought in my head is like, fuck, that's a $200 ETB. Like I don't want to rip it.
Only if you bought.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it is though.
Good, like buying anything for $200.
Yeah, right. Like, well, I think that the price of them have started. You've seen a few of them sell for under 200. They were all like 250, 300 the other week. Now there's a few selling for 200, but I don't know. That's just could be people getting desperate. You know, they're not moving. But it's hard buying booster boxes now. Like Stellar Crown, I saw today for $250 somewhere, and I'm like, fuck me, man. They only came out like 3 months. How many months ago? You know,
mate, could have got you a case.
Oh, it's.
Just in a big market stuff, when things are picking up and taking off, I mean, it's only got to move with the times.
But, like Gaz just said then, actually, like there is actually still people selling. You can still find some of the bargains in between, right? And I've asked questions online. I've had people DM me and say, hey, well, I've got a mate who's got this for this price. And I'm like, fuck, it's pretty good actually still. You know?
Yeah, I picked up a case of booster boxes of Stellar Crown. Prismatic weekend release.
Yeah.
Yeah, at my local newsagents. So.
How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind me asking? Come on, spill the beans.
You know the price. I already told you.
So you got it for that price? Yeah?
Yeah, $10.50.
Fucking see, there you go. That's pretty good, like, now to get that. Because like
he wasn't selling them at that. He knows I'm a YouTuber and chat to him fairly
using
often.
Using my fame and notoriety to get cheaper prices.
I walked in I walked in just to see if he had some like Japanese boxes, because he does a lot of Japanese. I walk in and there's like, you know those wheelie things you take to the beach? He had one of them and it had 10 cases of Stellar Crown in it.
Fucking hell. Where did he get it from?
Just joking. Don't know. It wasn't Banter. It was someone that bought off Banter. And
yep, that old chestnut.
Yeah. And just jokingly, I was like, "How much for a case?" And he whipped out that price. I was like, "Oh crap! Now I really, now I can't say no." Like,
getting back to Lotto's point, I think that's a good point, man. I think what you said was go back to some of these sets that are at the prices that they are and go and fulfill some of your master sets as a collector. Yeah, like because
just pivot a bit.
Yeah, like I know for me, it's like I've gone off it. Yeah, I've gone off the whole ripping packs, fucking collecting, and because for me it doesn't make financial sense. So, but I've got other collection goals. So I've got like 100 and something odd cards that I want to send off to CGC or PSA to get graded. So it's given me now the time to take a break from that side of it to go, okay, this is my new focus on what I want to do at this minute in time. You know, go and get those things done that you can't do. Look, you can't unless you've got a business behind it. You can't rip packs, grade an exuberant amount of cards, and continue to collect singles and also buy sealed product to invest in. Like, you can't do fucking all of it. And there's so many different facets within this hobby. I mean, you can move your, like you said, you know, you can move your range from one to the other, which is cool. Yeah. I like that.
It was when I saw Gabe today. So I went in see Gabe today with my I was like going to finish off my temporal forces, because they've always got a shit ton of cards, whatever. No, not one of them, not one temporal forces cards. Like, they didn't have them. They had nothing. And he said, at the moment, all the stuff that's moving is modern. He goes, vintage isn't moving. It's all modern. All the modern stuff.
Best time to buy it.
Right, like, you know, so vintage is now, like you're saying, Lotto going back and getting the older sets. Now probably is the time because vintage isn't going off. The actual vintage stand was actually still relatively full, but all the modern was just like bare.
But like, the thing is, Joel, too, like, you need, this is going to sound silly, right? But like, if people start now going back, right, and they go back and buy Team Rocket right now, give it another 6 to 7 months, 8 months maybe, and people trying to go back and buy those might even hype up with the likes of this new Rocket set that we've got coming out. It's like, you need the modern era to shed light back on a previous era, which is going to help some of that vintage potentially go up a little bit. It doesn't have to be astronomical.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But people are going to fall in love with the new nostalgia that is what it is. So the value is, and what's crazy for me is the value has gone from, it's like a fucking scale, you know? It's like 1 minute it's like vintage is like fucking overpowering modern. And then the next minute modern is now what is driving the potential lift of vintage, then it swings back the other way. So it's a constant fucking roundabout of balance, you know. And I think Team Rocket is, you're going to find a resurgence in some of the Team Rocket cards of old.
Yeah.
Within the next 6 to 8 months.
But I don't remember like 151 really bringing back the vintage up. Like, I know we had that, obviously, the boom a few years ago when everything just went through the roof, but like 151 didn't really bring back vintage.
Yeah, but evolutions are cute. That's the problem, right? is that people want them. People want them. And you know, all these collectors, it's like, that have got Charizards. It's like, Charizard comes out, yeah, cool, I'm going to get one. But when it comes to evolutions, I think there's more people that have some form of affinity with evolutions as opposed to the likes of a Charizard. So it goes off like a frog in a sock.
Yeah, but do you think, like, do you think just anything that's evolutions forever is just ruined now? Like, it's just fucked? Like, the next...
Yes, I said this. I had a private phone call with Woody, right? And I said to Woody on the phone, he's not going to care that I said this. Like, it was funny when you look back at Sword and Shield, right? And the likes of Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike had the alternate art Espeon that was in there, right? But when it moved into Evolving Skies, they didn't put it in there.
Yeah.
And they didn't put they had like a Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon as far as like alternate art promos. Yeah. So like, we didn't get the full spectrum that was in Evolving Skies, but we still got quite a few, and they did them as like standard V cards.
Yeah, yeah, know? That's true.
So the thing is like, I think going forward, like Pokemon, it'd be better. I think that if they split it up across sets, and you know, making it into one set is what's caused this. And if they do it again, it's going to cause this again. So this is the thing. Like they know that it's their trump card from here on out, where they can turn around and go, "Fuck it, we want to bring it back to causing fucking mass hysteria and people to just blow off their panties. What we're going to do is we're going to put it all together. You know, boom, here you go." But that's the thing. It was like Evolving Skies was like only really popular after the fact. Like it wasn't popular during. Like okay, let me rephrase that. Pokemon in general was popular at that time, but when Evolving Skies come out, it didn't like escalate the boom even further. Like those prices, like you could buy an Umbreon Ultimate for $350 off the secondary market. You know, like pretty much on release. Like you could buy it for $350. You know, and it was that sort of thing where they didn't really take off until the stock and the availability started to disappear out of like mainstream shops and, you know, local TCGs.
But it was still really easy to get Evolving Skies for a really long after. Yeah. Like it was still easy to get for ages.
Printed it into oblivion.
It was. You know, I remember going to Kmart like, oh fuck, it would have been 6 to 12 months later. Yeah. And they got a fresh case in of sleeve blisters. But that's all we could find here was like sleeve blisters.
Yeah.
As far as like when they said, oh, there's a reprint coming, that was all we could find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So
have you seen the cost of the booster boxes now?
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
It makes
2,000 plus.
Yeah, a case is $12K now. I was talking about that today. Like it's $12K for a case, and it's just like it was blowing my mind when that thing was $2,000 a case, and now it's $2,000 a box.
Yeah.
Like it's
I've got 3 sitting here. Like I'm tempted to put them up for sale too.
What's your address, guys?
That's what I mean, right?
That's a green screen.
Between those 3 boxes and that one card you've got, that's $10K. Sorry to like bust like but that's.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, I know. Believe it.
Fucking mental. It's mental. Did you pull that Umbreon, or did you
I pulled it during the charity stream.
Yes,
I remember that.
Yeah, right at the very end, like the second last tin or the last tin or something.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Talk about a climax.
Oh yeah. And I had like a third, like a tenth of a beard left from shaving it during the stream.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
I had Mr. Miyagi, and that was it.
I feel like the hobby has been real negative, but I feel like there's a lot of other crazy shit that's kind of happened at the moment too, right? Like there's actually a lot of cool stuff too. Like there's little stuff that's not really like, well, not super cool stuff, but like, you know, like you've seen like the Pokemon on the Time magazine, like that's come out now. You haven't seen that? That's out now, but they've done this before, haven't they? They've done the Time magazine.
Yeah.
Right? I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
You on the last one, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, I think Pikachu. I think they had like all the Kanto starters, and then I think just Mew.
25 years of Pokemon. Haven't we gone past that?
Yeah, we're 30 next year. So I don't know.
Time's a bit behind the time.
Boom! Got him.
Call him out, Harry.
Okay, got him.
Have it.
It's fucking good point, actually. Like that is like
hashtag get with the times.
You think they would have just figured that out, but they obviously know. And then did everyone else see old mate J Love this week on A Current Affair?
Yeah,
yes.
I didn't see it. Heard about it.
Fuck.
I don't pay attention to anything, bro.
Oh mate. Was it A Current Affair?
Yeah, I saw the video pop up on Facebook again today, and then I just had a little moment going through the comments, and it was craziness down there.
What in the comments?
Just people that have no idea. Just like it was warfare in the comments,
mate.
It was crazy.
So who was it ages ago? I think it was
12K views.
Gogi did the Yeah, but see, they only ever show you the fuck shit on the news. They never say, "Hey, Pokemon's good for like community and like hanging out with your friends." It's like, nah, watch these fuckwits devour a Costco like pallet, and then it's
watch these grown men fight each other. So on that note, one of here in Canberra, a child had his ETB stolen in the car by a grown man.
Real?
Okay.
Yep.
Well, he should have been running around with it going, look what I got, look what I... Little shit, that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, I was absolutely...
And I'm not giving it back to him either.
Yeah, I tried to find who it was.
Oh, it's bad.
But no one's been able to like track down
That's
who the kid
rough.
was,
So what? He
unfortunately.
paid for it and was it what walked out with it, and then some dude's
Yeah,
just
was
like,
probably walking out to his dad's car. He was sitting in the car or something.
that's fucking hectic, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Grim.
Fucking this bloke. That's rough, eh?
Oh, I wish I saw it happen.
Bad, eh?
Oh, he
It's
would have
rough.
been breathing, bro.
But see, this is like, is this good or bad for the hobby, right? Like, when
Stealing off kids.
oh yeah, obviously that. But that's what I mean, right? That's the shit that makes the news as well, right? Like, is this bad for the hobby when it's like, this whole A Current Affair article is essentially like, because of the money value of it. Like, that's what it is.
No.
It's
No.
like, is that bad for the hobby as a whole?
No.
It's good for the hobby?
None of it's bad. Any
all publicity
exposure
is
or
good
publicity,
publicity,
there you go. Lotto's
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
It's all good,
But
regardless of how
doesn't
anyone
this just
says
bring more scalpers into it? Like, when the
course it does.
when the article
brings more
brings
other people
more-
in as well.
like, let's be
Yeah.
like, if the Current Affair article is just, you know, hey, like, you know, Pokemon's great for like hanging out with your mates, it's a good social activity, it's like fun, it's collecting, it's, you know, all the bullshit, yeah, right, which is fun, which is all the good stuff that we all love. But this is just like, check out how good the cards are going to be, they're so expensive and they're so good, like, because that's all the people who outside the mainstream give a fuck about.
The only reason you hate it, Joel, is because you're one of them.
Oh, fuck off. What one of them?
Collector.
Collector, yeah. As a
No,
collector,
hey, you thought I was ready to jump down your fucking throat. Hey? No, it wasn't. I
he
just
was
meant
waiting for it.
I just meant that you're one of us. It's like, but the thing is like to have that mentality where it's like you get so fucking annoyed at other people coming into your hobby.
No, I don't
It's
mean
like,
that.
oh,
No, I don't
but
mean
like,
that
I mean,
at all. I don't mean that.
what I'm trying to say is, it's like there's people that come in for the wrong reasons.
Right,
Yeah,
and that's
you know what
that was just my question that I was asking. I was asking like, because that's what I mean. Like, this is not getting people in. I don't know. I can't talk. I'm the same guy that got sucked into this exact same Current Affair article 4 years ago. Yeah, like, you know. So fucking maybe I'm just being a hypocritical fuckwit. So I shut my mouth. You know.
No, you're a
But
collector.
here I am. You know, hanging out with the community. Fucking, you know, rinsing
Each
on.
time I see one of these, I always think that for like the one scalper that's going to be trying to run and fight people at Costco, there's going to be like 8 other people that just think, oh, I've got some Pokemon cards in my mum's house. I'm going to go whip them out, and then from there they'll kickstart their Pokemon collecting again.
All
Like,
right, that's the positive story I wanted to
Yeah.
hear, PokeLotto. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know?
I think there's just a lot of people that, like, as I said, I went in the comments, like, a lot of them were like, oh, you collect cardboard, you idiot. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
believe this.
You're a
But,
virgin, bro. You've never seen
yeah.
a girl.
Wow.
in
Wow.
that accent.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a fucking minute. Did you just pick on a minority? Was that a minority accent, my brother? What?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Feel like you just Habibi us, eh? What the fuck?
He does.
Eh?
Oh,
This guy, I'm watching him like a fucking hawk tonight. Eh? He's fucking. Eh?
fuck.
This guy,
Hey,
man.
regardless, there are a lot of Karens in there, and there are a lot of people that were also like, man, I've got like a Charizard at home. I'm going to go have a look at it, and then maybe it's worth some money. And then, yeah, they'll get back into it. So
Yeah.
Got back into it buying packs for my nephews.
Yeah. Did you get it? Did you watch the A Current Affair article too and think, oh, fuck yeah?
I was bored. as
I've
fuck.
never watched a current affair in my life.
You don't watch a lot of things,
with
guys.
maths.
You don't watch a lot of shit, eh? You're like,
I don't, man. I work a lot. I like work on my channel a lot.
dude, I'm
and
gonna
then-
buy you a
yeah.
Netflix subscription, bro. Like, yeah, just get with it. Just get around it, bro. But in saying that, like, this is what I think it was Gogi. Remember when Gogi did that RACV commercial years ago? Did anyone ever see that? Gogi Collectibles? He did an RACV commercial, right? I don't know how, but he must know someone. And they were talking about the Pokemon, right? It was a good commercial. It was awesome. You know, get your channel out there, get some exposure. It was a good commercial. He did nothing wrong. But RACV posted that, and then it becomes shared, and then the comments in that were like, "Ugh, this motherfucker's never had sex with a girl. Fucking, oh, he's never." It's just like
Fucking haters.
rinsing the guy. I'm like, fuck,
comments
man.
are turned off on the RACV video.
Yeah, they probably are now. They
he must have been
weren't.
getting absolutely rinsed.
Yeah, it was. It was like, this guy's a virgin. Oh, he's never fucked it. It was like, I'm like, oh, fuck a poor Gogi, bro. Like, yeah, it's just like,
Such a nice
he's just telling you about his collection, love it, and then he's just like, duh, 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 duh. It's like, fuck, man.
We're going to look at the comments on the J-Love video or what?
Nah, they're turned off too. Like, it's like,
But can't we read them?
no,
Oh,
they're
that's
turned
No,
off.
if they turn them off, it deletes them all.
I have to see them on Facebook repost.
Can we see him on
Like,
Instagram? Can we see him on the old Insta? Might be able to see him on Insta.
Just want to see how much.
Oh, actually, just while I'm here, this is the
stunk of the week.
Stunk of the week. Giratina Bros went from there to there in like 4 reels. That short of a time.
Yeah, shouldn't have sent
so,
that to you.
Thanks, Gaz. Thanks, brother. It's sitting in my binder. I'll never sell it, Gaz.
I like helping
I'll
friends
never sell
complete
it.
their sets.
You're a legend, mate. I'll never sell it.
You'll never sell it. It'll be on Insta next week.
Fuck, it's like 250 bucks. This is 200 American, I think, isn't it? Jesus.
Yeah.
Jolie is a gatekeeper. What was that for? What? Oh, fuck you. No, that
Get people into the hobby.
Yeah. Get them
Damn,
in.
who could you sell that to?
Bring them all in. Bring them all in. Everyone come in. Now, what was I looking up? A current affair.
That was such a good set. Crown Zenith. What a set.
It was,
one of my favourite all-time sets.
What was I looking up?
The Gaz Gallery. Oh,
wow, look at that one too. The promo from, is that the Hidden Fates ATV? That's gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Current
Persian?
affair.
What the fuck, man?
Where's it? The Pokemons.
Look at these, man.
Pokemons?
Oh, God. They post so much shit.
Bro.
They'll definitely have it. Just click on any of them. I'm sure they just have the comments turned off on like everything.
Nah, see, they got comments there. See, there's some.
Nah, they definitely removed some. Sure.
Gee, Bob,
they do.
A bit worse for wear.
They definitely remove comments.
When was it? It had to have been recent. Pam the Bird.
Crowded.
What'd you what?
Oh, also, I'm going to win that 100 million lotto tonight, just so you know.
Oh, fuck you are. There's 10 of us in the syndicate, bro. You ain't getting shit.
Bro. I probably spent more than the syndicate. Sold 3 Moonbryons.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Oh, they must have... I'm gutted. It's not on the current affair. Current affair. Is there another current affair?
Wasn't big enough to make Instagram.
That's sad, eh?
Maps was.
Maths, yeah, Maths makes fucking the current affair.
Nah, let's not talk about it.
Oh, fuck, here we go. What's this?
Is that good times?
Is that good times? Good times without a hat? Jesus Christ, GG.
It is good times.
It is good times. Look at him without a hat.
Barely recognised him,
He's like a different bloke.
He's got his little scarf as well.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
He's got a hairline. It's unbelievable. What the fuck?
Why are you wearing a hat for, bro? You're a good looking dude. I wear a hat because I'm a fucking potato
I'm
and
the
a
only
veg.
one not wearing a hat.
Yeah, but you got the slickest haircut in Pokemon, brother. Like it's.
Oh, you.
Fucking. Alright, what? Fucking what else do we have? Oh, wait, I've got this one.
Season 2 mode. Leveled up, he reckons, what
Shrouded. Dude, hey, Watto, by the way, Shrouded is literally on every shelf everywhere ever. Like, no one is fucking buying Shrouded, okay?
Yeah,
if you're a fan of Shrouded,
sucks.
load up because it's fucking everywhere.
And it sucks.
Who that sexy beast?
Oh, there he is.
You look different, GG, without the shusher and that on.
Yeah, your shusher and your hat.
Hey, actually, we sort of touched... Oh, yeah, we'll keep ripping on GG because it's hilarious. GG's doing all right, mate. GG's killing it with the Pokemon
GG
Pocket.
has been killing the game. I said that to him the other day.
Killing it with the Pokemon Pocket, mate.
He's found a spot and he's enjoying it.
What's the... I did actually have a thing about Pokemon Pocket here, and I'm just starting to realise now because I don't save anything under proper names because I'm kind of a fuckwit.
Kind of a bit edgy.
What was the drama? There was some drama. Do any of you guys play Pokemon Pocket?
Nah, who fucking
I heard it was an issue with trading.
Yeah, do you not play it, Lotto?
I dabble. I'll open my 2 packs a day just to see what I'm getting. But
yeah.
Apart from that, I don't,
I downloaded it to think maybe I'll do a video. So I didn't even create an account.
Yeah, I've like...
yeah, I downloaded it. That's as far as I got.
I reckon I've ripped like 5 packs. And what... See, GJ's the guy. GJ's the guy because I'm like an old man. I'm like an old man with technology. Like, I used to remember when they used to be cardboard. Like, fucking...
What is Discord?
But apparently they started up a new trade thing, and apparently everyone was just like, "This is bullshit." Okay, so GG, if you want to write a whole paragraph in the comments, just do it, bro, because he'll probably know more than us. But from what I read,
you have to be within like Pokemon Go. You got to be in a certain distance to trade with someone, or
you can only trade the card of the same value. I believe, like you can only trade like V for a V equivalency.
Yeah, same rarity.
Yeah, right. So you can't just like. You know,
so
shred a bunch of kids on the internet, you know. Hey, bro, here's all your alt arts aren't, you know, so you can't fuck up. So it's fair experience, yeah? Which makes sense. But apparently it was something to do with the tokens or something or whatnot. Like it was, you got to use a lot of tokens or whatever. It's not worth it. It's too much effort. Or someone in the chat knows. fill me in. But as far as I know, Pokemon Pocket, I feel like there's a lot of apologies at the moment, right? We had the apologies from Pokemon the other day. We got apologies from Pokemon again. We got the apologies from CGC, which we're going to get to in a second. Like, everyone's just like, the hobby's fucked. It's grouse.
Because everyone expects too much of everyone and gives nothing back.
I just want cardboard, brother. I just want to rip.
Yeah, what is that?
Cost of trading is a bit fucked. That's what we're saying, GG. I'm pretty sure it's like too much jewels or whatever the fuck it is to trade. Like, so people are like, this is stupid. Why would you make it like that? Obviously, because they pay for it or something. I don't know.
Do you think
how you get the currency?
Because what?
This was my Sorry. Go on.
No, go on. No, just go.
No, let you go, bro.
Oh, no, it's just commenting on how I have no idea how you actually get the currency.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Well, yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I had my conspiracy brain on the other day, yeah, because I often do.
Yeah.
Do you think that the reason why, in part, while we've had a shortage of cards, physical cards, is because of the launch of Pocket? Do you think that, obviously, that there's a money-making revenue stream there around Pocket? It's like trying to push people into the Pocket universe.
Harry,
like,
I love a good conspiracy theory, and my tinfoil hat is so on right now. Like, 100%. Yep, I agree.
I don't know.
Everything
it was just more on the lines, because like when we think of like, you know, obviously people that have got banter accounts would know their inability at this minute in time to be able to buy product, right?
Yeah.
And normally banter's pretty good for that. Like, even through a drought, they still had new sets coming through. Like, there was still things that they could buy. There was a backlog of like collection boxes, this and that. Like, we're in a time where like banter is completely like wiped the fuck out. Like, nobody can get nothing, and it's like when a new set comes out, everyone's so now fucking like locked in, going, take all my 20 grand, take all my 50 grand, like just take my money, right? So the thing is like, do we think that this is a tactic by Pokemon to force people into the digital space of, you know, having cards and enjoying I know that we've also got the likes of Pokemon Go, you know, which was more of like the physicality of like making you feel like you were a trainer in the real world, because you could go and walk here, catch Pokemon, do this, do that, the other. But this here is like, we had the trading card game, which obviously you could use code cards to begin with, but you'd have to buy the physical pack in order to get a code card to be able to scan into the game. You can still, I believe you can still purchase packs within that game as well. But the fact that you've now got Pocket, it's like, you can't use code cards, can you? Like, how do you, the physicality behind the code card, is it in effect in this game? And that's just a point of ignorance question. Like, I don't think it is, but it's that sort of thing where now Pokemon have made this relatively independent trading card game that they can throw money into, and so can you. And you've got all these things like NFT cards where you've got a fucking, you know, a Palkia that's worth $80 in the digital world that you can trade to your mate. You know what I mean? Like, there's becoming like a monetary value on a digital space. And I just think that what's happened is that I feel like it's a move, I wouldn't say it's the sole move, but I think that it is in part move as to why they've made that decision.
I'm pretty tinfoil hat on that now that you've said that. I didn't even think of it that. But yeah, that's 100%. I'm like, that makes complete sense. Halve the amount you're making.
Look, it's just a perspective. I mean,
pump
it could be wrong.
The timing's pretty good. The timing's pretty good.
I never have a tinfoil hat. Like, I've never sat there and thought about conspiracies and stuff. And then every now and then I hear one. And I'm like, might have to go get some foil, because that makes a hell of a lot of sense. And
it's just a perspective of
this is
but that's all it is.
Times.
But it's just a perspective of looking at it, thinking to yourself, like, because everything has a cause and effect, right? Yeah. So you've got to look at it and say to yourself, why would this happen at this time? And like, don't get me wrong, like, not everything is a fucking coincidence, and some things are set up in a certain way where they are designed to do certain things. A multi-billion-dollar company I think is definitely going to make more of an alignment with how they're dropping things and how they're doing things a lot smarter than the common person. While collectors, okay, here we go. You ready? Collectors are stupid, yeah, and I'm a collector. So the thing is that we end up getting into this realm. But like, that's it, right? Collectors are stupid. Collectors are dumb, and we're dumb. I'm dumb because we get so invested in the one side of the fucking hobby that we don't see all other facets of shit to realise that sometimes there's bigger things in play, why things are done the way they've done, and then we grow this hate towards either fucking scalpers, investors, or game players, or collectors, or whatever. But the bottom line is that a multi-billion-dollar company isn't making moves that us idiots at some form of level would understand. Until it's apparent, and then when it's apparent, then you put your tinfoil hat on and try and work it out. You know what I mean? I think they're smarter than that. I think they're heaps smarter than that.
I think it's a good business.
That's my 2 cents.
I think it's a good business move, not to fuck the hobby, right? Like, I don't think that's anyone's plan ever, but it does maybe sound good when you go, hey, listen, we really want to push this Pokemon Pocket thing, right? Maybe, especially because it's just started this year. We really want to give it like a good nudge at the start so it looks really good, so we can say, hey, we've got like 50 million users or whatever, So maybe it does benefit them if they halve one part of their business where they know it's never going to be affected. Like the cards are going to be, we're all going to be collecting cards till we're all dead and buried, yeah?
Every time anyway.
But
right?
And the thing is that you can't complain as a collector when you have the ability to still collect. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a null move for them. It's like, they're just like, well, guess what? We haven't taken away collections for you. We've now made it digital.
Yeah.
So you can still collect and play the game. We've just made it digital.
You can collect while you're at home in your bed now. You don't have to go to the store and,
That's right. And we'll give you 2 free packs every 24 hours. Just swing by.
There's a person in the comments that doesn't have a name on their comment.
Oh, well, fuck them then.
And it says there are plenty of cards to buy, plenty of good cards. This is the best of times when what you like is in demand. What cards do you want that you can't buy? I said before I went today to go buy Temporal Forces. Not one single Temporal Forces card. So that's one. They had no Stellar Crown. They had barely any. And that's not because they just sold out over the weekend. So it is hard to get cards. Like people are collecting. It's not just sealed product that's out of whack. It's everything's.
Everything. I went to 5 servos the other day to buy just some blister packs.
Yeah.
And not a single servo had a single pack.
Yeah.
How much fuel did you get is a real question.
No, none. I got a Costco. Okay. Way cheaper.
All right.
Yeah, Costco's good fuel. Costco's good cheap.
Yeah.
But it is hard. So this is where I went today. This is my day. I actually I was filming a vlog, which was probably never said the light of day because that's what I do. I get lazy. I went to Luna Cards. Couldn't get what I want. Went to General Games. They didn't have nothing. And then I went to another comic store that sold Pokemon cards. They had nothing. And then I went to Pop Culture Larricum, which was closed. And then I went to Hunted, and then they didn't have nothing. It's hard finding stock at the moment. It's singles.
I don't even have any card stores like that.
We're pretty spoilt in the eastern suburbs, I will say.
We got nothing. We have Zing, EB, Good Games.
When is Zing going to start doing single cards? That blows my mind they haven't jumped on that yet. They will rip you off. They will be so expensive, but I'm for it.
The amount of time it would take to pay someone to do all the sorting and stuff isn't worth it.
They're on $12 an hour.
Is it
anymore? It's not.
Is it a good time, lads, that if you've got a lot of stock, is it a good time to open a physical store?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
No way. Why? I would disagree. I'm in my head, oh, wait, no. It's a bad time because it's going to drop like a motherfucker in 6 months. And then you'll be like, oh shit, I've got a store.
Don't think of the money.
That's I actually do get that because, yeah. But if you're good stores know what they're doing. There's definitely good card stores and shit card stores. There's guys who know what the fuck they're doing. And then there's other stores where you're like,
well,
why are you
what should
bothering?
a physical store do in this environment? What's the best move for a physical store in this environment?
Just keep buying stock. Obviously, you gotta it's a never. Now's when you have to work harder. You got to try and buy more stock. You got to try and buy more people's collections. You've got to like advertise that you're doing stuff, and stores now have to do grading. I think not have to. You don't have to do anything, but like you've got to be able to get people to constantly come back to your store for something. Not just cards. You got to like grading helps. Grading helps people come into the store. You've got to have lots of supplies. You can't just be the guy that goes, oh yeah, we sell, a couple of like packs of sleeves and then this. You got to have a bit of everything, man. Like,
so is now the time to like for local card stores to advertise singles more heavily than normal?
Absolutely.
I think you got to advertise buying more than selling.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the
100%.
game. Like because you're not gonna have a problem selling now. That's the easy part, but you've got to have stock. I said this on the podcast with I asked Gabe this on the podcast like 6 months ago when I asked him. I said, "Do you ever worry about running out of stock?" And I meant it sort of as like a weird, sort of funny question. And he was serious, and he goes, "Yeah, no, I do," because there are days where you go, "Holy shit!" Like the supply gets low. We've got to actually start advertising on the back end because yes, you might have like piles and piles and piles of cards at the back, but like you might have 1,000 Vs. 2,000 VMAXs that are worth jack shit that not a lot of people are coming in for, but like those big cards, they go on the shelf and they go out the next day. Like the Umbreons don't just sit there for like 3-4 weeks, like drawing attention. They go out the next day. All these big cards on the top shelf of the glass, they're gone by the next day.
Yeah, but
so
you've got
constantly got to buy.
Yeah, but I think as well you've got to have the buyers. Right? It's all good having a store that's got stock, but I mean, if nobody knows who the fuck you are, and nobody knows what you've got on offer, like advertising is the first thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Second of all,
the good.
it's like
that's standard business things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but I think there's a lot of people out there too. Like, if you own a local card store and you're able to turn over singles relatively quickly, unless you've got a decent name within the community, a go-to name, you know what I mean? Then it's definitely going to be very hard for you as a local LGS store to be able to flip those. So you've got to know who your big, like, as like a smaller store, I think you got to know who your big fish are and what they're into in order to get that in, because if you do want to turn it over, then sometimes you do have to, again, it's like you've got to focus on your community, very much like YouTube. You've got to know what your community like in order to go, I can get this for you in order to flip again and go, okay, I can get more of this for you, I can get this or blah, blah, blah. And that's how you make your bigger fish, right? Or you'll find them at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the card stores I know that like are pretty successful, like decently successful, they're the ones who they're still working all the time, constantly trying to buy sets. And they do very well because they also very high Instagram presence. Yeah? Like, hey, we just got this set in. It's at store right now. As soon as you get something in the store, chuck it on Instagram. Don't let it sit in the case. Put it on Instagram. Someone might see it and go, oh, fuck yeah, like I want... Oh, perfect example. I've said Gabe about 10 times in this podcast, I'm aware. Shout out to Gabe. But he put up a post. He literally got a bag. He got a bag of like...
When's the
but he did. He got a bag of the fucking Rebel Clash, yeah? And I messaged him straight away. I was like, do you fucking still have that? Like, hold that for me. I'll be there in like half an hour. And that's like, bang. Like, he's had it in his store for like less than an hour by the time I got there. That's what they want to do. They want to be able to like send it out, but then they're like, oh fuck, that's gone. I've got the money, got to get something else, Hopefully someone else comes in and drops off some more bullshit,
We got a store, I think, opening this weekend in Canberra.
You got a what?
A new trading store opening up in Canberra.
Fuck yeah. What's it called?
So that'll be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but yeah, I think.
Well, get yourself down there and say, I'm fucking PokeGaz. Yeah?
Oh, mate, yeah.
You heard of me?
Yeah. They're doing their... I think it's this weekend. I have to double check. But, mate, I'll be going straight after work if they're still open. But I finished it.
Fucking oath.
So, but I did message the guy. I know him on Facebook. So I messaged him and said, oh, if you stay open late, I'll come past and, mate, this shirt will be on.
There you go. Get down there. Flex your gas muscles.
Yep, yep.
Joel, are you checking any questions that we've got in the question bar?
We've had no questions, mate. You guys are weak. Okay. Oh, wait, Life of Jay's got one.
They keep putting him in chat. That's the problem.
Life of Jay, what's everyone's favourite set and Pokemon card from Scarlet and Violet so far? What's been your favourite set, guys?
Powder Evolve's pretty freaking sick. I mean,
I'm,
that's everybody's favorite at the moment, isn't it? Besides Prismatic.
151. I'm
151.
School.
151 was pretty good. I'm really vibing Temporal Forces right now. I've really kind of like... I'm into it at the moment. I think it's because I'm trying to finish it, so I've been looking at it a lot. Like, you know...
That makes sense.
It's got me back in... Because it's been a while since I've done a set. So to have Temporal Forces and have my binder and actually actively try and fill it at the moment, it's been real fun. So I actually as a whole, the set's pretty cool. And then I liked Paradox Rift. I thought Paradox Rift was a cool set. I didn't mind that. And then what else was after that? Stellar Crown I thought was a good set.
I liked Stellar.
I don't think I've got a favourite.
But I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I like Stellar Crown, but not the earlier.
Because you're a thirsty bitch. Because you're a thirsty bitch that just wanted some fucking hits that were better than all the other shit that was coming.
He wanted his rainbows around the border. He wanted the rainbow border. I like the rainbow border.
The rainbow border doesn't do it for me.
Rainbow border does. I like the rainbow borders. It kind of like...
I wish the whole... Like, if the rainbow border was holographic, yes.
They'll bring back rainbows at some point. They'll 100% bring
I
back
hope
rainbows
so.
at some point.
Opening like Sword and Shield and pulling a rainbow, I'm just like, that's so good.
I enjoyed 151 so much so that I started to make Japanese set.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Got me into opening Japanese booster boxes. I'd opened Japanese booster boxes before, but this one really made me... So I've got V-Star Universe as a master set, and I want to master set this one as well. V-Star Universe is sick.
It's so good.
Let me know what you need, Harry, because I might be opening a few 151 Japanese booster boxes in the near future.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
I'm not going to be collecting it, so again, happy to help a mate finish the set. But
hey, look.
The content.
Yeah, cool, bro. Listen, I'm just going to address you in the chat, because you're kind of getting on my tits, and the only reason I'm saying that is to say this: you don't even have a name, so I can't even address you as who the fuck you are. So, could someone please answer me why we can split an atom, but we can't cut a piece of paper? It has to be deliberate. What do you mean you can't cut a piece of paper?
He's talking about
his name is Austin.
Cutting up, the cards.
The cards not being centered, and it's because they're printing the crap out of them, and it only takes like a mil for the entire sheet to not slide down to the cutter, pinpoint perfectly. Like, it's to get each one perfectly cut. Is
fuck you! I don't even know who you are, but fuck you. You know what I mean? What
His name's Austin. His name's Austin. His name's Austin. There he's called you a jackass.
Read the question, jackass.
Austin, go fuck yourself. How does that sound?
Nah, I think the it does piss me off that like Japanese. Oh no, there's still shitty Japanese cards too.
Modern Japanese.
Terrible Japanese.
Yeah, there's heaps of shit Japanese too. Like,
the more they're printing them, the worse the quality is going to be.
Hey, actually, someone did say something back. I forgot. Actually, I did forget. I was going to address before, but someone was talking. Someone did say PSA have upped their prices now as well. That's kind of another.
Yeah, that's got me.
That's a bit pricey. It's harder to sit there and go, all right, 10 cards for like $350, or now they're like $400. You know what I mean? Like it does jump up. Like you sit there and go, fuck, why would I grade it? Like it's the risk is harder now.
I've got a whole heap from that box right there that I opened up.
Yeah,
all the hollows. I want to do a video of showing the hollows that I and then send them for PSA and doing the return grade and shit. Yeah. I'm like, that's all base set. Like, that's going to cost a lot. Like,
there's
pretty cheap. Yeah, it'd still be pretty cheap. Like, the odds of them getting a 10.
Oh no, none of them are getting a 10.
Yeah.
So then we
were unlucky enough that like they're 8s and 9s.
Yeah, but they're still going up. They're still pricey, regardless of whatever they are. Like, grading now is getting pricier and pricier. And it's like shit. Like, you know, unless you know for a fact you're getting a few 10s that you're going to sell to make up for that. You know, but as a general collector, once again, that's another price to add to it. You know, shit. If you're just grading for yourself, like you say, you don't care if they're 10s or not. They're yours. You want them in your collection or whatnot.
They're not even mine.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's another cost, another price, another. It's not
like Lotto mentioned before. Yeah, like it's one of those things. Like when the goalposts change, you change. And I think like if PSA grading you find is rich at this minute in time, then go buy singles If you feel like buying singles is too expensive, go to grading. Like I think that's the premise. Yeah, like there's more things in this hobby that you can do. Everything can infuriate you, which it's doing right now, right? In every facet of the fucking the world with it. You know, product is at an all-time high. Availability sucks dick. You know,
shitty mystery boxes.
PSA's going through the fucking roof. Like, but really ask yourself, like, what other things can you do?
Yeah.
You know, and capitalize. I think that's the big. I think that's the biggest piece of advice. That's it. Start playing the game. Yeah.
Start
I
busting.
like you, Lotto. Last week you're a prick, but all right this week.
Didn't start the night like that, did it?
Brody, sell it all, Harry. That's what he's saying. Brody does a good
you
game.
You buying Brody?
I've opened up 100k of Pokemon cards in the last year.
I don't know much, but I know a little.
I don't know much about it.
Well, that's
but I know a little.
100k of Pokemon cards in the last year.
It sounds like fucking rookie numbers, if you ask me. But yeah,
you gotta up them numbers, boyo. You gotta up them numbers.
I think I did that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I paid for.
According to looking at your channel, you do look like you opened up 100k in the last few weeks, bro. See, you're still ripping packs left, right, and center. You're still doing all right. How's your mystery bags going, mate?
Got the newsagents connections.
Don't do the personal collection, mate. It's never worth it.
I've pulled a couple of things off. But that's as far as I'm going in the personal collection.
Wow, clip that.
Things, not people.
Guess we'll cut the things off.
We could open this though. What's in this
one? Oh yeah, you can get Cosmic
Sun and
Eclipse
Moon
in that.
Base.
Yeah,
Sun and Moon Base in that one.
No, you get Cosmic
Eclipse. I don't know. I can't remember.
You get Cosmic Eclipse in one of them.
I opened
the Gen 4 one.
It might be something.
Yeah, it might be.
I know the Kanto ones have got Evolving Skies in
Kanto, I did one on Monday night, the Kanto, and it was Evolving Skies and Darkness Ablaze.
I was so gutted when when they were cheap. They were cheap.
Rip it open, guys.
JB Hi-Fi. Yeah, rip it open. Actually, while you're ripping that open, I'll get my next thing.
$20 is $20.
Oh, bro, I picked.
I'm guessing a Fusion Strike and a Vivid Voltage. Why not?
Sun and Moon Base and Vivid Voltage.
Oh, Harry's half right.
There's always Sun and Moon Base in it, man.
Oh, chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Sun and Moon Base was
it's either Sun and Moon or Darkness Ablaze.
I'll tell you what, if you pull the
Snorlax?
There's something out of that.
Isn't there a Snorlax in that one?
No.
There's the Lily Full Art.
I thought there was a Snorlax in Sun and Moon Base.
No.
There's Lapras.
Or is that Sword and Shield base?
No,
there is a Snorlax.
There is a Lapras. Base, yeah. But what have you got? The Umbreon? Have you got the Umbreon and Espeon rainbows in this one?
Yeah, Umbreon and Espeon.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Plus the full arts. The full arts are the.
Yeah. Oh, we got fire energy. Let's go. It's so blurry on my screen. In Discord.
Blurry on mine too.
Blurry on mine.
Repel.
What is this? Chilling Rain? You're
Is that a Wingull?
This is Sun and Moon base.
Oh fuck!
That is a Wingull. Good eyes.
Yeah.
Dratini.
Lillipup.
Lillipup.
Bounsweet.
Psyduck.
Oh, there's a Psyduck. That's a good artwork on that one.
Oh,
Rainbow
terrible.
Energy. I like that one. That's a good one.
Oh!
Frostlass? Oh, Golduck.
Golduck.
Do they only have 2 packs in it or 1? 3?
2 packs. Shout out to
In
Water.
fact, you get a couple of the jumbos.
Shout out to Water.
Yeah. All right.
I think, you know what though? This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think...
Fucking code card was around the wrong way.
I think Chilling Rain is a slept-on set, man. I think Chilling Rain is a
great
bomb
set.
set.
I have
bomb
had
set, man.
the worst luck ever with Chilling Rain.
You and everyone else, brother. Chilling Rain was a fucking shocker. But it was a great set. Like, I liked it. I still like it.
Frostfall Phoenix, welcome in, mate. Did I already say that?
It was huge, too. The back end of the book was huge.
Yeah,
Lots
Chilling
of
Rain's sick.
rainbows.
Chilling Rain's had a bunch of ults, too.
Gold Snorlax.
Yeah, it was a good set.
Yeah, it was good.
That was
the Galarian
that
Birds
wasn't
are so
worth
clean.
it.
You sucked.
Galarian
You
Birds.
sucked. You stuffed that one up, mate.
Yeah, I did.
My boy Turtwig, though.
Quick.
Oh,
There you go. Use them as frisbees.
burn 'em. Hey, I forgot to mention this one earlier, eh? Did everyone saw this story come out recently, yeah?
Yeah, I think everybody.
I don't see any stories, bro.
Bro, are you,
I'm so
you didn't hear about this?
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Mate, so multiple things to do with this story. So first of all, these were PokeLotto is probably gonna know a lot more than I will, but these were the beta test ones for the game, the TCG, back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they made to start with, to test that the game worked, like the mechanics of the game work. That's how it is, yeah. So that's why they all look crappy, because it was just to test blah blah blah. Anyway, they resurfaced a few months back, and then this is the part I don't actually know, right? So anyway, cut to now. It turns out they're fake. Some of them are fake, right?
Miss all the details. It's
No, because I need to backtrack. My question backtracks. That's why I need to cut forward now, right? So, someone's done the what do you call it? What's the word? I need to find the word here.
Like, it's not even like reverse engineering. It's like
the code in the ink or whatever.
Yeah, like the print.
The printer, like the printer coding or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, and they've determined that
your chassis in your car now.
What was that?
They do it on the chassis on cars and stuff as well. They can see them under certain lights or something. And
that's what they've done. They've zoomed in on this car and they're going, hang on a minute, this is printed in 2024, when obviously this started getting hyped up a few months ago, yeah? And they've all been graded by CGC. So my question being,
embarrassing.
A, how the fuck and why the fuck did they all end up at CGC and none of them end up at PSA? Why has that been a thing? Like, and who was the scammer? Was it the person who bought it, then sent it to CGC, or before or after that process? Does that make sense?
It's got a massive tree. It's got like heaps of people that are deep in on this. Harry's got he can cook.
Isn't it part of this? Like, so the little bit that I read, I don't know how true it is, but the guy what does it say? Beta testing design, not Michihiro Arita or Ken Sugimura.
Oh, they're the artists. It was one of the
it was the guy, right? But did he
was
verify?
One of the staff members that were at like the Pokemon company doing the.
Yeah, but he said it was legit. Like, didn't he? He was like, "Yeah, it's legit."
Takumi Akabane.
They wanted me to sign it or something. Like, it was like he verified that his signature was correct.
Yeah, but is that just him?
He was just signing them.
Yeah, is that just him signing it? Like. Because,
yeah, and I think that's what CGC then took on as official. Like, it was like, okay, well, he's signing it, so it's basically saying that it's Reggie Didge. I think that's the part that I read. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I read.
A, how did CGC fuck this up? And it kind of seems funny that it's only CGC, because they're like the bridesmaid of card grading.
Yeah, but they'll grade anything. You throw like a fucking chalky wrapper at them and they'll try and slap that up, like
chuck your panties at them.
But like surely this discredits them a lot, right? Like, obviously, because there's someone going, oh my god, we could just print cards on our printer, sell them for $20,000, because apparently one of them here sold for $20,000. I want to go look. I want to look into that story a bit more, actually, now that I've read that. But yeah, Golden. Me mate, Golden sold it. Oh shit, son. You know I can't go a day without talking about Golden. So one sold for 20k, 24k, and it was
fake.
But is it fake? Because I think they tested some, and some were real, some were fake, and now
I think there were like very few. Like,
well, Brody,
I think that's how they got away with it.
5 real ones that came out in 20.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around there. There were like a lot of ones that have just been created because they're like, oh well, we could probably get away with just saying that these are, part of the same.
How does Brody know there's only 5? Where was there only 5? Because if he knows there's only 5, how did the community not know that this was bullshit when there was like?
I think this has come out after the fact.
Oh, okay. Like there's
if Brody would have known, I think that it wouldn't have made it to this level. I think this is now after people have actually doubled back on it, and be like, we probably should have looked into this a little bit more before we spent 20 grand on it.
Yeah,
it's those people that are like, oh yeah, there's actually like only this few that are actually available. But
I remember this being like when this came out a few months back, or like last year when they were saying, oh, these are all coming out, blah blah blah, and there's a few people skeptical about it, but no one really said nothing. And then obviously, bang, it's fucking fake. But I think they don't know which ones are fake. They're just trying to do it all now and figure out, like, they're doing the same printing test thing. But what does CGC do when they're, like, looking at cards? They just look at it, same as all the other grading companies, I'm sure, like, some fakes get through.
They can assess the condition of it pretty easily. But yeah, like in the terms of fact checking and authenticity of what the product actually is, like I don't know who they have in their on their team, but I think that's why you go to CGC. Like if you went with these cards to PSA, they'll just be like, no, bro, we're not going to grade it. Like,
do you reckon that's what happened first? Maybe they did try PSA first, and that's why they have all ended up at CGC.
I don't think they would have even bothered. I think they would have just been like, yeah, CGC, they'll grade anything. We'll send it to there. And they're like most known for their like error cards and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
with I don't know, they're like niched market now. It seems to be all of this weird, unique stuff. So
do you think that they just enjoy Lotto the fact that, or all of you guys, do you think that they just enjoy the fact that they want to be the first to be able to do the new thing, like, you know, like they are, so they're taking it on and doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably just took on the risk with it. They were just like, oh, if it turns out to be extra publicity, we'll be happy with that. But like, they know that they're not going to be able to compete with like Beckett or PSA now. Like, they're just trying to get what they can, I reckon.
Well, this was them a few months back, so the 20th and the 9th, and this is their big spiel. Like, this is awesome. The beginning of the Pokemon statistics, they made like a whole spiel about how this was like cool, and you know, so they obviously were proud of it, like that they got all these cards.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, some of these could have been legit real, right? Like, maybe these ones in these photos are real. Maybe the first batch were real, and then they don't know. Like CGC, maybe they're just like, we don't fucking know. Like, but then someone said maybe there was more than whatever they said, because to make the trading card game and test it.
Did I miss that? It says Brody. Everyone said read Brody's comment. There's only like 5 real ones that came out in 2022, 2023.
We said that. We said that though, didn't we?
Sorry, I might have fallen asleep.
We said that, Brody. We read your comment.
I read it.
Sounds like CGC just took Akabane's word for it originally. Yeah, well, Akabane's just the artist, right? He's not like the print, you know, organizer, smart guy. Like, he probably never even saw these back in the day, you know? So it's just the artist gives them the art.
I'm with you, Harry. I know what you're thinking.
What?
I'm just thinking, like, reading this fucking, what's his name? What is your fucking name again?
He's so butthurt about off-centered cards.
Like, bro, you need to take a fucking chill pill. Like, go and shelf a suppository, mate. Fuck off. Like, shut up.
It's just...
Do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. I'm trying to help you take a new angle, but okay, Titanic. Well,
nobody cares about the CGC thing until they go under. Nobody cares.
Oh, mate, he's written like 12 comments about...
Yeah, nobody cares about what you've got to say, brother. Who gives a fuck?
Listen,
deal with it.
This is a maths podcast. I don't know why he's
read the room, bro. We're going back to maths. All right, 2026, PokeGaz maths.
He's just like, yeah, but what happened with Elliot? Where is he coming
boring.
back?
Well, dude, go find something else to watch, man.
Yeah, fuck off.
No, I like it. Leave him there.
We'll talk about what we want to talk about, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Like, if you're bored, tough shit.
Oh, fuck.
A new angle. Okay, no, hold on. Let me entertain this. Okay, peace. Love you. Bye. But let me ask you a quick question before you... let me ask you a quick question before you fuck off, yeah? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about off-cut cards?
That's it.
Hey, I actually have a question about off-cut cards, right? Hey, and someone, Brody, if you're still in the chat, might be able to answer, or maybe one of you guys can. Have you ever seen PSA 10s? So, Pokemon cards usually have a sort of, you know, the curve, right, at the corner. But you know how, like, a lot of them have this, like, bullshit... They'll have, like, a flat, weird bit on the corner. This one sort of doesn't really, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. You've seen them, They have that weird...
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And they get a PSA 10.
Round.
So, and they get a PSA 10. I don't think that's fair. That's my, my 2 cents.
No.
You know what's even weirder? Is when you see a comic book graded as a 10 or like 100.
Yeah.
How can every single page in that comic book be perfect?
How do
not a tiny little bend and little dog ear?
Do they not just do front and back and like spine?
No, I think it's the whole thing.
How do they grade it?
Like they couldn't possibly be.
What's the point? What's the point?
There couldn't be a perfect book. Like.
Yeah, you're right, Austin. I'm bored too. Yeah, I'm bored of listening to this edge cut bullshit. Do you know what I mean? I agree with you. Boring as bad shit.
Listen, I just asked the question, bro. I wanted to know. Hey, I'd like to be educated also, too. Sometimes you guys help me understand more things, okay?
No, I'm just taking the piss out of Austin at this point.
Hey, top of the muffin.
You three here are irrelevant.
Top of the muffin to you, Poketray. How are ya? Top of the muffin to top of the muffin. You gotta say it in the voice, eh? Top of the muffin. Love it. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. We're just discussing the fake. They look pretty cool, though. I gotta be honest. I like them.
Discussing off-centered
there's some really cool ones.
Yeah, they're pretty sick. You're not a fan? You don't care for
It'd
them?
be a good history piece, but if it's not history, then I suppose like
yeah, right. Like
if it's fake, then it's
I would love to know. Like, I want to see the day someone does the YouTube channel and they're like, I graded like 400 fake fucking cards at CGC. But you never. There's always some nameless, faceless dude. This is what always pisses me off. Every time there's some weird scam, I want to see who's doing it. I want the face. I want them to be proud of what they did. Yeah. I sold fucking fake cards at 20k. Like, I want that guy to like come out and be like, I did it.
I wonder what the legalities of that are.
Yeah, like, is it even illegal? Like, what's it? You're just grading a card, right?
Well, he's not saying. Like, he's just saying, I'm selling what CGC graded.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody after the people that like created it wouldn't be at fault. Like,
but even the person selling it once it's graded, how could if CGC
they
gone,
have no
it's
idea,
real? Like, what are the legalities? Could you get into trouble for it? Like, I don't think
you could. I don't think there's anything illegal about it because, like, when you just give a card to a grading company, you're just essentially saying, "Put my card in plastic and tell me what you think of it." Right? Like that's that's like basically what it is in a nutshell.
The only people that would have legal issues with it would be the Pokemon company being like, you're using whatever this shitty looking 3D horsey or Seadra is. Like, they'd be able to be like, why are you counterfeiting our cards? But like, they're so unique and different that you'd just be like, oh, it's like fan art or something.
Yeah.
So,
I guess like when you say what are the legal, I've just thought like, just say you are a guy, you've clearly bought a fake card that's $20,000, but you've not really. But when you haven't really bought it with a certificate of authenticity, because we just assumed.
But isn't that what the label?
Isn't the grading?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
you
the grading
theoretically
is meant to be that. Like,
well, then
could
technically,
you take the person you bought it from to court?
Yeah, well,
probably,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know whether you'd win, but you probably could.
Could you sue CGC because it's they're for giving a fake
anything.
authenticity thing? Is that a thing? Yeah.
I mean,
we had.
That's like, is it the person like who know it's fake at fault, or is CGC? Do they have some responsibility? Like, who would you go after?
Certified guarantee company, like their certified guarantee. It's in their literal name. You know.
Yeah, you can go back to like Logan Paul and with was it like the baseball grading company or authentication company that did the first edition base booster case.
Yeah.
And then it had the G.I. Joe
packs. Yeah.
And it's like, well, I didn't hear anything about them now getting sued for $3.5 million or anything. It was just like, try to trace it back to where it came from. And
I love that. I love that video. Like the guy sitting there and he's like, "Oh, I guess we all got duped." And it's like, motherfucker, like you're the guy that said it was legit.
Job.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's like, I guess we all got
duped. This is what you do.
How much of that $3.5 million did you put into the box, brother? Like,
collecting and investing is done at your own leisure. Like, at the end of the day, if you're going to buy it, like, I could quite easily turn around and say, "Oh, well, the guy that I bought it off Facebook, he went under the alias such and such." You know, like it's essentially untraceable. Do you know what I mean? Like, at some point, it's untraceable. So you can sue a dude and say, well, but at the end of the day, it's like once it starts to come out as evidence, it's like, okay, it had the original sticker on the case. You know, like it didn't appear to be tampered with. Like I was only, and once you start to do comparables, it's like, how can you find the guy guilty of the fact that there was a G.I. Joe box inside the case? I think the only thing is if he's got a reputable history within the community,
which he did.
It's got to speak. Well, it's got to speak for itself, right? He can only know what he knows, and if he's been sold a fucking dodgy thing by some guy called Jeff Bennett back in fucking whenever, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, it's to me, it's like, investing or buying cards or buying any form of collectible is done at your own discretion.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to make peace with the fact that because the thing is too, right? Let's say it this way: you go and you buy a fucking Moonberry at 4K or 5K, whatever it's at now,
4-3
right?
going at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is like next week it could go down to $2,000. The market could just take a fucking plummet. Like the guy that bought it for 4.3 is not going to turn around and go, "You fucking ripped me off." Well, sorry, but at the market at the time, it's like, "Oh well, I want my extra $2,000 back." Well, tough shit, mate. Like,
Harry, have you met people?
Yeah.
Of course I have, and I don't like people. So,
I would like that happens, bro.
Yeah.
oh, it does. But you know what? At the end of the
no one
day,
takes
it's like,
accountability for themselves. And
well, you give me the same answer I give them, Gaz. Fuck you. It's that
100%.
simple. Like,
But
Yes.
this is different though, right? Because with something like a grading company, like you're assuming that they're like a reputable company, and then one of those cards was sold on Golden, who you would assume is a reputable company. Like, so there's two levels of, you know, reputation, I guess, that it's somehow missed. It's gone through. So, you know, if that's in my head, that's not really buying at discretion. Listen, you go to the market and you go to like a trade show, you buy off some dude's table. That's like, it is what it is. All sales is final, right? Like, but
yeah, but if you're buying from a guy that believes he has a legitimate piece,
yeah, it's true too. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He might not know he's got a fake Moonberry on.
Well,
Yeah,
so
I get what you're saying.
look at people that are into art and dealing in art and things like that. It's like, this is a fucking, you know, whatever century Rembrandt, you know, and then they find out later on that it was painted fucking last week by Johnny Two-Tone down the road. Like, I mean, but that's the thing. It's like it's anything that's collectible is bought at your own discretion. Like, if you're going to take the word of someone saying that's exactly it without checking the internals of it, or it's like a car. You buy a car, same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lemon, but you bought it. You took it for a test drive. She was sweet, and then you drove it down the road further, and it fucking blew a pipe, and it's cooked. You know, like.
Do you reckon this might just be one of those things where like someone? Sorry to cut you off. Did I cut you off? Yes. Like that. Like someone saw they're real easy to fake. Like a few of them went online. They look real easy to fake. I'm gonna try my luck. And then somehow they've ended up at CGC because they might not have even been the ones that sent it to CGC. Some like dodgy cunts might have sold. That's what I was saying before. Like someone might have sold it to someone. They've bought them, thinking they've got them. Then they've just sent them to CGC. Like
in the world that we live in of content these days, I'm not surprised that if someone has specifically made those cards in order for that journey to become what it's become, so that they can make a video and go, look how easy it is for CGC to be able to grab. You know what I mean? Like
it was okay, J-Love. He's got a really good video about it, so it was 100% him. I'm blaming him. Fucking 100%. His video is too good and informative about it. But this
can I say one?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing, John, before you go any further?
I'll say it hard.
Austin. Let me just say this for the last and final time. Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
I don't think he's here. I think he's gone.
No. He's still
here,
there, bro.
He's here.
Yeah.
Look, if you have a problem with the cards, rap it on about it in this podcast. I can help you. Right? Let me tell you this: go and find a fucking application for working at Pokemon, and go and fix the problem yourself. Instead of sitting in a fucking podcast whinging about it to others about how the cutting is this and that and the next thing, go and sharpen the guillotine, my brother. Get a job at the fucking Pokemon company. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
Fuck, I love it.
Moving on.
I was waiting for that.
The statement, they brought out a statement to say, listen, we're still reputable. This is only 0.03% of the cards graded by CGC. We stand behind every card.
That seems like a lot of cards.
Yeah, that's a bad percentage. Like that's a bad percentage.
It seems like a lot of freaking cards.
I feel like they only graded like a bunch of them. Yeah, like you know, it'd be 0.00003.
Well, that's like 3,000 cards graded or something.
How many did they grade?
Yeah, what's their most like recent labels like?
Like 3,000. Yeah.
These are all the ones that are apparently affected right here. So there's a.
How long is that scroll bar on this?
Pretty long.
So in this instance, what should CGC do?
Well, what they're doing is they're taking them back, is what they've said. They're taking them back, I think. Free resubmissions, like they're checking it. Obviously, they've got their microscope doing the fucking checking the little dots to make sure it's legit. But
Brody says they graded 1,000 of the playtest. He thinks.
Yeah.
So okay. So that percentage is of those cards they graded, not all cards they've ever graded.
No.
That's why I was like confused with that percentage. It's like that's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just of that. Okay. That makes a little more sense.
So you just can take it back if it's got one of those numbers on. I'm assuming so because they obviously would know.
All they're going to do is review it, right? They don't know whether or not it's true or not.
It also doesn't help the person that just paid 20 grand for it.
Right,
Yeah,
that person might still be fucked, right? Like that guy is hoping it's legit,
story.
Oh, if it's real, sweet. If it's not,
all these other clowns will get fucked. But the guy that spends 20k, you're hoping to dear God that's the guy that got the real one. Yeah.
But all CGC are going to do is refund the grading costs, right? Because what else? Yeah. What other fucking thing can they really do? Like, it's like when you want them to pay for a fake card that you spend 20k for. I mean, it's not their fucking business, is it? Like,
it's kind of true because I think that was the thing with Pokemon years ago, where it was like to them, like they're like, well, we don't tell people that the fucking Umbreon's worth 4k. You guys do that to us. It's the same price as the. What was that?
Yeah, but
the market decides.
Yeah, exactly. They just print it in a pack. They say it's rarer, but they don't give it a valuation. As far as they say, it's like $6 a pack. Divide that by your 10 cards. That's how much an Umbreon VMAX is worth to us, yeah? Like, that's you guys are the dickheads who pay the extra. So it'd be similar to that, where they're like, well, we just grade the card. We don't say that the card's worth $20,000, you know? That's not my fault that you paid that.
They do
say it was real.
Authentication as well.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, what does that? This is what I said right at the start. Like, does this just completely like make that redundant? Like, well, obviously, if that means nothing, then your authentication means jack shit.
It means nothing.
It's fucking. If you don't refund it,
well,
you know what I mean. If I can't get my
20k, it means something.
To who?
So as a business point of view, though, would that be why that's why they would have like public liability insurance or something? To pay if they've authenticated something. Or like personal indemnity, or like something like that would, like.
I think only because like they would have public liability insurance for the fact that if they were to damage the property or lose the property, I think that's probably the thing that they would have.
But I think that would also have to cover if they've authenticated something and they're wrong, like that, and they get sued, which could possibly happen.
It's 20k. So. Like 20k is 20k, man. Imagine this is a 100k card, for example.
Yeah, but what you're forgetting is that they didn't pay CGC 20k.
Yeah, like, right.
That's not their fucking problem. Like,
yeah, but like,
do you know what I mean?
No, but it's the same thing. Like, if an art museum was to authenticate the Mona Lisa and that sold, and then it turned out it was fake, like,
there's plenty of that has happened.
Yeah, that.
I agreed, but I reckon that there's a whole lot of back end. Putting in insurance claims like we fucked up.
Yeah, but I don't think that you could do. I don't think that you could say that someone who's going to like if you were going to verify it for resale, which they have done, right? So like to say that when you grade a card, obviously that's to authenticate it, like we've said. Right? Yeah. I think the issue that you probably find is around the resale of that card. But I think that once you've determined that the card is essentially worthless, then you've got a worthless card in a fucking $25 encasing. Do you know what I mean? So like, how do you, like, just because you bought a card for a certain amount of dollars over here, it's not the responsibility that the card holder, like, yeah, okay, we fucked up, it's not even authentic. So why are we going to pay you 20 grand for something that you spent over there?
But like, the person wouldn't have paid 20 grand if they didn't. Yeah, if it was not authentic.
But that's got nothing to do with CGC. Yeah. Like, if they've made that transaction between two people, then he's paid that other individual for the particular card. Like, to verify it after the fact, I think is a different case as opposed to buying it verified. I think if you buy it verified, then you've got a case to say CGC kind of fucked up. I've bought this verified card, and then there might be a potential lawsuit that gets a little bit messy. But like, I think that if you buy it for 20k, then you grade it, I think it's on you. Like that's
Oh,
one thing.
so okay, sorry. So he paid 20 grand and then got it graded.
No, that one was 20k. That one from before was 20k.
Graded.
Graded.
That
Yeah.
one from yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
then
saying. Like that's
But-
where
What?
that's where CGC could fall into a heap of strife legally because they have authenticated and then someone bought it because it's been authenticated.
Mm.
That's what I'm
If you-
going with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you buy it and then send it off for grading, you already bought it. Like it was
Right.
never authenticated to start with.
Yeah. So we're both saying this. We're both saying the same thing, but just
Yeah, we were just yeah.
But
yeah,
then, like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
are you paying for when you pay a CGC fucking like? You're just
Yeah, exactly. That's
what
what
are
I
you
was
paying
getting
for?
at. Like,
What are
the
you
whole
paying for?
point of them authenticating,
like
if it's
it
yeah.
means they're full of
if
shit.
that means nothing, then yeah.
They're just like that's what I was saying. Like that's what I was saying before. Like I feel like this just makes it more redundant now to go with them because then you're just like, why the fuck would I? Like you
I
say,
go with CGC.
if they do
I go
just
with
grade it-
CGC.
right, and
I've never
I'm
graded
sure
with them.
99.9% of the time everything's fine and dandy. It means nothing, right?
Yeah.
But for a company that's already like third in the list, right? You know, like,
I'd put him in second. Fuck
but
Beckett.
what? Fuck Beckett. Listen,
Yeah,
mate,
bro.
I like a good Beckett.
What is your list? Like, what is your list of top three? Like, how would you?
I would go
PSA, Beckett, CGC.
CGC, Beckett.
Nah, you're a monster.
I had a run-in with Beckett, man.
Yeah,
Why?
Gaz has got fresh
sent-
wounds.
I sent cards off for grading, and like if you're going to protect 10s and put less of them out there,
Yeah,
that's your business.
I like it. Yeah.
But do it in ways where I can't prove you wrong.
Why?
Don't give
Yes.
me a 7 in centering on a card that's perfectly centered. Do it on the surface where I
Yes.
can't prove you wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
Don't be a
salty
dumbass.
selector.
No, like, hey, I'm all for if my cards come back as a 6, a 7, whatever, as long as it's legitimate.
Yeah, but
But don't,
okay.
like-
All right, okay. Here we go. Here's a good conversation. So, I think that Beckett are the top, and then I think it's PSA, and then I think it's CGC. That's my opinion. I love CGC. I think that CGC have the best slabs out of all three, as far as like a product to hold. That's just my opinion.
Yep.
I think Beckett have the most stringent when it comes to centering and as far as their parameters are concerned around the card itself. I think they've probably got the best technology of looking at cards in an overall factor. I think PSA, I have seen some fucking PSA 10s that I wouldn't even piss on as an 8.
Yeah, fucko.
Right?
I
So
agree.
I can't even put PSA as number one because some of those fucking cards, man, are like, I just go to myself, what the fuck? Like, the centering is just not there. Like, you look in the back, there's some whitening, there's a fucking ding and you're going, 10? Like, if you were to buy that as a fucking PSA, you'd be going, but everyone has this reverence that they think the PSA is like the shining gold dick when it comes to grading cards. And they're not. As far as I'm concerned, they're not. I think that they hold a nice name. I think that Beckett, as far as like parameters are concerned, if you send something from Beckett to PSA and it comes back at 10, I think you're kidding yourself. That's just my opinion. I think that CGC and PSA follow the same guidelines when it comes to centering and the things that they do. And I feel like they share similar technology, and I feel like they're both kind of vying for second spot because of the legitimacy of making sure that they have continued business, where Beckett sort of sits with a high reverence, says, fuck you, we do black labels, and the reason why we keep them small is because we're looking for perfection. That's what I feel when it comes to grading.
Well, yeah, I agree with most of that. I think there is some really bad PSA 10s. I can't say I've seen any really bad Beckett. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a black label that you're like, oh, how the fuck is that?
You better not.
Was that? Right, yeah, like...
Well, that's the thing, right? You better not. Like, you better not see a black label Beckett and go, fuck, man, look at that. That's like over here. Like the centering's completely to the left. I've seen some 10s and just gone, I wouldn't even frisbee that. Like, it's just shit. Like,
the other thing with Beckett, though, is like, I do love the subgrades, but then the subgrades between the gold 10, the black label, when it's like 10, 10, 10, 9.5, it's like, to me,
it's infuriating.
It's painful. You're like, in my head is like, fuck, is that, to me, that's like, well, is that just a 9? Like, but not really. Like, I don't know. Like, it's that weird feeling where it's like, oh, I'd rather just have that as a PSA 10, just a 10. There's no subgrades. There's no nothing. It's just a 10.
I think if you have a Beckett 10, bro, I think if you have a Beckett 10, you would melt in your knickers and you'd be like, yes, this is what it is. Like, it is a fucking 10. But if you get a 9.5 or you get an 8.5 or this and that, the next thing, that just means that your card wasn't good enough. If you fucking resubmit it to PSA and it comes back at 10, you are going to know forever that Beckett thought that that card was an 8.5.
But only you'll know, so it's okay.
But the thing is,
I opened mine live on the channel, bro. Everyone knows.
If you're a fucking, and honestly, if you're a fucking slab snob, right, and you think the PSA is the fucking duck's nuts, then fair enough. Like, do your thing, you know. Resale, of course it is, because you know why? Every man and his dog wants to buy a fucking PSA card.
No, I think
that's why they have the reverence.
I think it's the money thing, because A, it's more to grade with Beckett, and B, the chances of 10s are a lot lower. So from a resale perspective, I think it's easier just to go, fuck it, I'll go with PSA where there's probably more chance of getting 10s.
Becketts are more expensive, bro. Becketts
more expensive only if you get that, right? But otherwise, sometimes they're still just...
The runner, what's a runner? Yeah, price in general, bro. Like, if you want to fucking grab with Beckett, it's more expensive than doing just the same thing with PSA.
I get because there's less of them. Because there's less of them and shit, yeah? I get there's less.
No, it's got nothing to do with less. It's a price point. That's all it is. It's a price point. They charge more than any other grading company because they hold their level of prestige where they hold it. And PSA are competing with the likes of CGC. They're both making fuck-ups, right?
They all would, yeah. 100%.
No, but PSA and CGC both make fuck-ups on the regular. And this is just another one of those that we're seeing. Yeah.
There's some PSA 10s I've literally not bought because I've looked at it and gone, I can't even in good conscience, like, you know, have this, because I'm like, I would resubmit this tomorrow and it won't be a 10. Someone was just being nice that day. This is fucking sideways, you know, like, and you're like, shit, but
until AI is grading cards, you'll have like issues like that. As long as it's real people doing it,
we got AI grading cards, don't we now? Or we had the laser scanning ones.
They're probably still behind on where they need to be to actually be.
Bring it on.
Viable.
Bring it on.
Like, if I could afford it, some of the slabs I got back from Beckett, I would crack out and resend.
Resend to Beckett, Gaz?
Yeah, I'd resend to Beckett. That's how bad I think they were with some of them.
Yeah.
Like,
that's just Beckett, though.
Okay. Let me ask you. Can I ask you a legitimate?
No, but like, you look at the centering on some of them. Like, a card's got to be pretty bad centering to get an 8 or lower. Like, how bad does the centering have to be to get an 8 or lower Beckett?
Well, this is okay.
I think it's got to be worse than 60-40.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I think maybe it has to be worse than 55-45 with them actually.
On the front it's less. On the back it's 60-40.
Who's this?
With
Beckett.
With Beckett.
So I've had cards like, and look, I'm no expert. Don't claim to be.
No.
But I've looked at these cards, and even my middleman that I do all my grading through, he's like, dude, this is sweet. And then you get like 10, 10, 10, 7 on the century. And it's like, what's going on there? Like,
I get that people argue, bro.
Yeah, send some pics.
Yeah. I'd have to. I'll have to try and track them out.
I want to see.
Can I ask how many of you guys use tools?
I wouldn't. I don't think it's worth the time.
You don't think it's worth the time?
No.
So do you?
But I only grade with PSA, so that's why.
Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, right? If you're going for like, you're trying to look for perfect 10s, would you invest in the tool if you were going to go with Beckett?
I feel like you can mostly just eyeball it, but I think if you are like only looking for black labels, then you would have to be using a tool or something.
Okay.
Is this like?
I don't even know what. I don't even think PSA does the tooling. So
yeah, but like, okay. So my question is this, right? Why do people send it to Beckett in the first place?
It's for that.
Well, the value of that 10, like
10,
but what 10 is so much more expensive in it.
The black label?
Oh, both. Like
a normal 10 is worth more than a PSA 10.
Worth more than a PSA 10, but they're just so much harder to get. So
exactly.
Like,
so
do you want to risk it, right? Or
yeah, let's be real. Every motherfucker that sends their card to Beckett is praying in their ballsack that they're gonna get a fucking black label 10.
Praying
Let's be
in
real,
their
right?
ballsack.
Everyone who sends shit to Beckett is like, You know what? Could you imagine? Like, if somebody doesn't utter those words in their brain and says, can you imagine if one of them comes back a black label?
If I say the same thing about, could you imagine winning the 100 million lotto tonight?
Yeah.
But it didn't happen because I haven't got a phone call yet.
But the fact that you've sent them to Beckett, there's that thing of you thinking to yourself, fuck, imagine if one of them does.
The black label Umbreon was worth like a significant.
You play this psychology. Yeah, but you play a psychology where you actually send it thinking to yourself that, man, like if one of those does, that'll be like a fucking $75 million card. But the thing is that you know when you send it to PSA, you know that a 10 is going to be market 10. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't go any higher than a 10. Like you know that a market, you can go online right now like you have done, look at the fucking Umbreon and go, it's worth 4,700, whatever the fuck it is, right? But you go and look for black label, it's hard to find. But if you find the same card in a black label versus a 10, it's like 12 grand versus 3. Like there's a massive fucking disparity there between them.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. That's the only reason why people send it Beckett, in my opinion.
I sent mine to Beckett for content. Because I'd already done PSA return. So I wanted to do something different. Like, don't get me wrong, would have been amazing to get a black label, but I didn't send any of the cards thinking I'd get black label.
Well, look, do yourself a favor, make a video of you sitting there going back over those cards, resubmit them to Beckett.
I can't afford to resubmit that shit, bro.
Not right now. But you can do is record a video now of you going back through the cards that you do have, so when you're ready to resubmit them, when they come back, and then you can release that video to see what they got after resubmission.
Yeah.
The prices are like, because I remember when someone had a black label, I believe it was like over a year ago of the Umbreon, or close to a year ago, and that was more expensive than what the normal PSA 10 Umbreon's going for now. Like it's, obviously. So like you're right when you say, is it though? How many are there? The normal is 4K. Like you say, if it's going to be more expensive, why wouldn't it be 4 times more? Because it's probably 4 times less, if not like 10 times less.
Yeah.
You know
what would a black label Beckett now be worth in this market, you reckon?
Seen them go for like 15k.
Yeah. It's a solid flex. I have a fucking perfect Umbreon. Like, but you gotta remember, like, we're looking at this from a Pokemon perspective too, right? The other thing with Beckett is I'm not saying we won't. But listen, whoa. Like,
come correct when you attack me, John.
I agree. Listen, I backed up. No, like sports cards, for example. Like, if you get a 1 of 1, I would 100% give it to a Beckett. You know, if I eyeball it and it looks shit, fine. PSA 10, I don't give a fuck, or PSA. But if I'm looking at a 1 of 1, or like a real rare sports card where you're like, fuck yeah, like I would go for the Beckett. You risk it for the Beckett. Because that 1 of 1, see, what's that? The Curry one? Is that?
Yep.
0.5?
Yeah. So why?
7.5.
So it's probably not worth giving to Beckett. Oh, that is a Beckett, isn't it?
I knew. Yeah, that's with Beckett. But I knew that wasn't getting a good. Like it's got like scratches on the.
Okay.
On the
So why did? So okay, you knew it was okay. You knew it wasn't going to get it, but why did you send it?
I hadn't had a Beckett slab, and I'd heard good things about them. So I thought, you know what? And because like I didn't care about the grade, that was a card. It's 1 of 1. They have not graded that card in any other grade. PSA haven't graded that card, so I don't know how many are out there. But it was a gift, and I just wanted it protected. So
going back to what we were saying before, boys. So like, what's just quickly off the top of the dome? What's everyone's top 3? Like I said before, I think mine's Beckett, PSA, CGC. That's it.
Yeah,
What
I
do
said
you
the
got,
same.
mate?
I said the same. Like it's PSA
Depends
is
what
more
lens
popular.
you're looking at it.
yeah, I would go PSA because I've had a good return from them, good experience with them. I've seen some dodgy cards in 10s that you're like, shouldn't have been. But my personal experience grading with them was much better than my personal experience grading with Beckett.
Yeah.
So I would put PSA above that. Because I had such a bad experience with Beckett, I would put CGC ahead of them. One, because their actual physical slab is amazing. I love that slab. I haven't graded with them, but therefore I haven't also had a bad experience.
See, like for me then, so sorry, Lotto, you go ahead then. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're looking from a financial standpoint, like PSA's like unbeatable. They're very cheap and they've got the best resale out of any graded company. And that's because they've graded the most and they've been around for that long. So if you're looking purely financially, you'd be like, why would I choose anything but PSA? The 10s still sell for around about the same price as like any 10 at any other company besides like a black label. And they're a little bit easier to get. But if you're looking for like a black label card where you've got a card that's really, really clean and you think that it could get a 10 black label, like you would send it to Beckett. If you're looking for like a good looking slab case because you just want to display it, then you could choose, you know, even an Australian grading company if you just want it to be protected. And I guess if you want to counterfeit cards, you can go to CGC. So it really just depends what you're actually like trying to do with them. So like personally, owning a business, PSA would be number one, then next would be Beckett, and then CGC, but I would never grade with CGC, so I wouldn't even give it a number 3 slot. So
that's crazy to me. Like, it's funny because it's like, again, like, it's funny how personal preference really comes down to what you enjoy in the hobby, right? Like, for me, like, when I said my list, I'm looking purely at value perspective. It's like, okay, if you want your card to resell really well, you would look at Beckett as like the primary number one. You know what I mean? Because I think a Beckett 10 would sell higher potentially as opposed to a PSA 10.
Only
I mean?
just though most of the time.
yeah,
but still,
unless it's the black label,
yeah.
it's only just a little
it's
bit
still
more.
more.
Yeah.
It's still more at every time. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, I think a CGC sells for less than a PSA 10. But for me, it's one of those things where, like, personal collection is concerned. I just think that I don't like how much plastic is surrounding my card with a Beckett, just from a personal perspective.
Yeah.
I think that the labeling is lazy. I find it lazy and unattractive.
It looks cheap.
It just feels lazy and unattractive.
Like,
as far as like
has a massive curve in it.
Yeah.
Like
it's
the
lazy
label
and
itself is curved. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the thing is with PSA just feels like it's, I don't know, how do you say, like, it feels like having dinner at grandma's. Do you know what I mean? It's good, but it's just the same stew. You know what I mean? It's always grandma's stew. It's always good. It's you know, it just seems to have the bland factor, but it always does well. That makes sense, you know. So, but I don't like the look of it. As far as the display is concerned, I don't like.
No, they're shocking.
I just don't like them. I think, but how do you guys place the likes of this? I know Lotto's not a fan, obviously, right? But the CGC pristine tents. What do you guys think of the look?
They
of
look
those?
clean.
They look nice, right?
Yeah, I think compared to the blue, like the new CGCs, they look fantastic. But yeah, for me, like I wouldn't be.
You still wouldn't grade
them.
them. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, interesting.
I didn't like them when they came out, the new labels, but they have grown on me. I don't own one, but the more I see them, the more I'm like, okay, it's grown on me a little bit.
Yeah. I did a submission where I sent 40 cards to CGC, and I think 29 came back as pristine. So it was good.
That's all right.
No, it was good. It was a good hit rate.
And what's the price difference between a pristine and like a PSA?
Well, here's my next question.
Where
do you find that it sits, right? So
probably the same price, I reckon.
Well, the thing is like, is a Gem Mint 10 PSA the same as a Gem Mint 10 PSA? And I know the answer before was it's only like a few dollars less, right? So let's say PSA's 300. Do we expect a CGC Gem Mint 10 to be 280? Is that kind of the ballpark we're talking of?
Would it be like if there's CGCs, like there's less of them? Like, you know, like theoretically, there's like...
Well, they're your top of the WOZZ. Like, they're like your black label Beckett, right?
Yeah.
So they've been the ones that have gone the Beckett style to separate their 10s from elite to just a normal 10. Whereas PSA haven't done that yet. And I don't even think they ever would. I think they'd be silly to do it.
I think they would have done it by now if they were going to.
I think they'd be silly to.
They're smart enough to not let change it up.
Yeah.
I think the brand they have.
Yeah. They're probably never going to change their label. slabs.
Yeah.
What they do is what they do.
Yeah. Until I think they've done a really good job because, like, there's not really nowadays there's a million different grading companies from all over the world, and none of them have really even come close. There's no one doing anything that's really like brand new and out there to like really compete with them. They're just there at the front, just going, we know what we're doing. We're grading
getting
everything.
scraps from under PSA. Like,
say that again.
It's all just about getting the scraps from what doesn't get graded at PSA for any other company.
And they all try and do the cheaper ones. Oh, we do $10 grading slabs. It's like, yeah, but then it's still
blows
worth
my
nothing.
mind when some of the Aussie companies cost the same PSA.
Fuck, I love the Aussie companies, and I would love to support them so badly, but like they're worse. Their quality control is fucked. Like it just is. Like
no, I've had some good CGAs. They're not bad.
Yeah, no.
A heap of from some wonderful mystery boxes.
Hey,
But again, I
are they
think
TCG?
I think the
Is that
labels-
TCG grading, guys?
There's ICG, there's CGA, there's PCG, TCG. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
but the
hell.
only reason you laugh at them is because they're not PSA, Beckett, or CGC. Like they're not the big three.
Well, I
You know
think
what
that's
I
a
mean?
problem with grading a
Oh,
card.
I don't
right?
think that should be thrown in a mystery box.
Yeah,
You don't?
No.
unless it's at the value of
Watch
the raw
my
card.
yesterday's video, Harry.
I will.
Unless it's the
I will.
value of the raw
Yeah.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that at the end of the day, it's, especially when it comes to
Like
encapsulation, like
if I had some cards that I just was like, yep, cool, I don't care like about the value or anything, I just chuck a couple over to get protected, then I'd probably send them to Arc. I think they have really nice slabs.
Yep.
Their slabs are mint. Like
who's
yeah.
the company? Who's the company that does it where they've got like a black and gold label, but on the back when you turn it around, it gives
That
you
was the
like
old TCG.
Yeah,
They've
Was it?
gone out of
Do
business
you like
now.
the subgrading, like the
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
the
like-
slabs
They were like the best like OG ones
that
back
was
in the
slick as,
2020.
hey?
That's the
Yeah,
thing
that
with a
was sick.
PSA, right? If you get it back and it's a 9 and or an 8, sometimes you'll get ones and you're looking at it and it's like pristine and you're like, I don't know what's wrong with it, and then you just send it back again, it comes back again an 8 again. You're like, there's something I'm not seeing. At least with those ones, it kind of theoretically you'll know what the thing's wrong with it.
My question is: does Beckett do a grading report that you can get
Yeah.
that information, guys?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, if
well,
you go
maybe
through a
bef-
middleman, I don't think they would like give people like all of
So
like
my
the spreads and
middleman would give me whatever I asked for. Like he's a good mate of mine.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was reports.
It might be a question, Gazza, to find out
Yeah.
exactly what they're saying, and then you might be able to see exactly why they've given it a.
Yeah, like if I'm wrong, fantastic. Like
stuff. Yeah, they definitely
Yeah.
used to do reports for all the BGS stuff.
Yeah.
Or at
That's
least you could
I'll-
add on.
yeah.
You could add on getting a report to your submissions. I think it was.
Yeah,
There was
right.
definitely one option where you could, no matter what, you'd get.
I would love to
breakdown
see
of
a video on that.
Yeah, if I can get reports, then yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to look at it just from,
'Cause, yeah, like
just from this conversation.
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like I'll be the first
No,
to
it's not
admit
even.
it. Like,
Look, it's not even about
Yeah.
you being wrong, bro. Like, it's got nothing to do with that. I think that
Mm.
for the most part, it's like we can only see what we can see, and
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
as
but
far
that-
as
like-
looking at things,
that's
You
what I
know?
mean. Like if I'm wrong, like if I've
Yeah.
missed something,
Yeah.
I'll take it on the chin. Like I'll cop that.
but as soon as the report gives it to you, it will stick out like fucking dog's balls forever.
Yeah, yeah, and I would love
You know what
to
I mean?
see that. I'd love to be like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, I missed that. Like, okay, cool, yeah.
I think it'd
Yeah.
be cool to see. I think it'd be cool to see for science. You know?
Kicks is wrote.
Yeah.
I found. Sorry to cut you off. Poker Kicks wrote. I found a CGC pristine 10 compared to a normal CGC 10 is around $40 or so more than standard, and $15 to $20 more than a standard PSA 10. So they're still roughly in the same ballpark.
What percentage is that though?
It depends, because if that's like a $40 card, then
Then it's a big.
that's a
percentage.
big
Like,
difference.
yeah.
But if it's
Like,
a $500
what was the-
card,
Yeah.
it's like
Well, this
nothing.
one,
Yeah.
this PSA 10 Umbreon, this is
The Japanese version.
Yeah.
Yes, the
So
Japanese
if it's $40 more than that, you'd be like,
fuck,
oh,
I
you
put
know,
the
cool.
CGC
Yeah,
But if
that literally could just be
Yeah,
one
right.
sale. Like,
Yeah. Well, they're selling it for 1,600. The PSAs.
scroll down, click
that-
on the sold button.
is that
Charlie.
sold or is it?
Just take a little bit of time out of your day.
Oh, listen, mate. Fucking
You never look at asking prices, mate. It's always sold.
What are these?
CCICs, baby.
Oh,
That one sold
give
for
me some of them in a mystery
oh,
box.
fuck 4K for that one. Must be worth. Oh, PSA 10 sold for 1,000. The pristine sold for 1,640. 28 bids.
Okay.
So, but that's what I was saying before. CGC has less, so does it technically make it more rarer?
Not really, because I don't think the rarity is about the grading company. It's about the card to me.
Yeah, but like to say like, oh hey, there's only like 50 CGC pristine 10s, but there's like 500 PSA 10s. Like,
There's also the amount of people grading with the company, so it's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I get the.
Yeah.
I get
you
the-
also have to work on a percentage basis of
well,
how many
the
being graded.
CGCs are
so
selling for more, right? They are selling for more. With one PSA 10.
So Kick said he was going off a Suicune Art V-Star Universe. Pristine is like 106. Normal CGC is 60. So that's a 40%.
Well, all these PSA 10s.
PSA was 80, so 20%. Yeah.
All these PSA 10s are 1,000-ish, and then the CGCs are all about
Yeah.
$300-400 more, $500 more.
So that's a 50, well, roughly 50% increase.
And then
which is a
whatever the
big,
fuck these are.
that's a big increase.
That's a big jump, yeah. So
Yeah.
in my head right now, I'm like, fuck it, send it to CGC.
Well, especially if it's easy to get a pristine 10 with them. Like,
Well, is it? Like, well, that's the thing. Is it?
well, I don't know. Here he was saying, what did he get? 29 out of 30 with pristines or something? Or
yeah,
I thought they were
it's like
always...
a
I
stupid
mean,
amount.
it makes it sound pretty easy to get a
They only
pristine.
changed that a few years ago, didn't they? That was like a recent change, like only a couple of years back where they
Well, they
changed it
bumped
to-
up 9.5s to 10s, and
yeah.
then
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
it was when they merged with what was like SCG or whatever the sports grading company was.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It feels like forever ago.
yeah, it was not that long ago. Eh? Fuck, there's so many on the
Everything
market.
feels like forever ago.
There's so many on the market. Like they're not
Oh,
even
bro,
rare.
yeah.
It's so crazy, eh?
Yeah.
That it sells
Yep.
for what it is, and it's
Well, that's
just
the
not even
crazy
rare.
thing. It's like,
It's just not.
well, like the original Moonbryon was rare because how many were stolen off the production line.
Yeah.
Like that's why that card was so hard to pull. Like, I don't imagine that someone stole these off the production line, so
I
it's
don't
going to
think
be a
they
hell of a lot. Like, although the hit rates from opening ETBs might say otherwise.
Yeah, right. Oh, this guy sold for nearly 2K.
Japanese or English?
These are all Japanese. These
Japanese.
ones, just,
Okay.
but they are all more expensive in the CGCs for whatever reason.
As a pristine or just a
Pristine,
standard?
Yeah, the
pristine,
pristine
just a
one.
pristine 10.
Yeah. Well, that's how you would kind of hoping that it would be. Like, why would you have a pristine that would be less than a gem mint?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And that's the problem with grading. It's like, what are you going to have next? Are you going to have an extreme pristine? You know, that's like the
Oh,
next
we've
one
already
up
covered
above.
that. Remember, we already covered that. Remember, there was that company that does the sticker on top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
don't.
did.
We're not going down that rabbit hole
That's
again, brother.
crazy.
We're not going back
That
down
was
that
the-
rabbit hole
That
again.
was
We
the
did.
best.
Too late at the
We
night
did
to go down that
totally.
rabbit hole again, brother.
I'm not. I refuse.
But this is the
I
problem with
refuse.
grading. I've always got that. I think a lot of people always have. They always think that the 9 should be more than the raw, yeah? But then a lot of 9s are just the raw price. And it's like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, that's
That pisses
yeah.
me
Depending on
off.
the
That makes
card.
it hard.
I feel like
Yeah.
an 8 should be, or an 8 or a 7, probably an 8, let's be real. 8 should be what the raw price is. 9 should be
Yeah.
more. 10 should be more. In my humble opinion.
One should be the most.
There was one Giratina today, still for $1,000, eh? Crazy, eh?
Yeah,
What,
that's someone chasing it,
alternate
though.
art?
Yeah, Alt Art
That'd
Giratina. It looks fucking
that'd be
alright.
Someone.
$995 currently
Oh.
as raw card.
That's insanity, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a PSA 1 for $1,000.
They're
Yeah, that's retarded. That's retarded. Sorry, minority group.
Oh, God. And then there comes in what label you personally prefer. I personally love BGS, and the slab doubles as home security weapon. They're pretty.
Yeah, I've never
pretty thick.
Physically held a BGS slab.
They're thick,
but yeah,
they're actually a shit size. They annoy me because I think like the size, all of them are the same size. Like they'll fit nice,
plastic
stacked. Yeah, and then they're like a slightly shorter,
weared off
and fatter. Yeah, they fuck up your system. I'm not a fan. I think we had some questions, guys.
Let's hear them.
Jade with some questions. We answered that one. What did you guys say the best boxes to store your cards in? Oh, fuck. Like
palms off. Palms off game.
Palms off gaming?
Depends what cards you're talking about. Are we talking hits? Or are we talking
like
cards?
a million of those white boxes there. Hey, I'll show you what I got. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the white boxes for the bulk.
Yeah, big time. Bulk boxes are the way to go.
This is just my...
I feel like I'm in a game of Call of Duty and I've got to fucking defuse the bomb, Joel. What is going on with that box, bro?
Slabs,
Jesus.
and then the cards in the top loaders, and then the ones in these ones ready to grade.
Is that like your I've got big nuts box? Is that what that
There's
is?
nothing in here worth over like $50. Like, there's a container in here.
Okay.
I got my first one of these the other day. Like,
oh really?
Oh, catch up, guys.
Life-changing experience.
Oh, mate.
So good, eh?
Like, this side is all other languages. They've got Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, not Pokemon.
I've got about 30 of those.
I need so many more. I have like ETB boxes are just everywhere full of cards.
Yeah, ETB boxes. Yep. I threw out a bunch today.
Yeah. But for all your precious stuff, you affiliate over here at Palms Off Gaming.
Are you an affiliate?
By the way, congratulations. I heard about that the other day. You mentioned it. Well done, man.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Well done, brother. Well done.
You know,
I announced it on Sunday. And
where's my fucking affiliate? Jeez, let's go. Well done.
Yeah.
Man.
So, 3 orders already since Sunday.
Happy
on my affiliate link. So,
fucking well done, brother.
Well done, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Welcome to the big leagues, pal.
They'll take fucking anyone these days. You know?
I know. Hey, guys. Look at me.
Yeah, Palms Off stuff's pretty good. But, yeah, so Jade, Palms Off, I think we're all pretty fans of that. But if you want to get like a case, you can just go to your local hardware store and get a case.
Yeah. If it's just, if it's just bulk, it can be anything.
Yeah, shoe boxes.
Like I've got shoe boxes, ETB boxes,
ETB
boxes people like boxes that people have shipped me stuff in. I've just used them for bulk. Like I've used anything and everything for bulk.
Yeah, ETBs are probably the strongest too because they're just designed well. Like they're literally a fucking box with a lid that fit the cards in perfectly.
Yep.
Like, you can't go wrong with them.
What else? Frostfall had a question. Jolly, are you changing the backdrop or are you moving away from us forever? I'm just moving offices, moving house. Got to pack everything down, so I'll be back up in a few weeks. So this is the last one at the studio, single tier. Gaz and Harry, can I shave your beards as they're bigger than mine? Do it.
Who said that?
Irish poker hat.
Irish.
The answer is no.
Suck these big Irish balls, yeah? No way, man.
I shave for charity.
Why don't you do the shave here, shave there, and just have the big long mustache?
No. I'll do another charity stream, but I won't be shaving for charity this time.
Mate.
Something different.
Yeah, man. Fucking, you won't catch me shaving for no charity, yeah?
No charity.
Don't worry about the, what is it called? The, amputee leg children. I don't care. I'm keeping my beard, yeah? Just picking on minority groups. That's what I do.
I won't do it again. I've shaved twice in the last 15 years, I think.
Yeah.
And once was for my little sister's wedding. Instantly regretted it. And once was for charity last.
I don't even know what my chin looks like, bro. It's in here somewhere. Good call. There's a couple back there. You know.
Yeah.
There's a couple back there.
I like the beards. PokeLotto, obviously he's got his facial hair growing in. It's looking good. There's a bit of stubble there.
I was cooking last week.
Yeah. Looking good, bro.
A lazy once a week shave.
Don't worry, mate. You'll get hair there one day. How old are you again, PokeLotto? Sorry.
24.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Nice one, bro.
Hurts. Fucking hell. You were born in like what, the 2000s?
Yeah.
Fuck, that hurts my brain.
Now I feel
Fuck,
bad
that
picking on a
hurts.
fucking infant. Sorry, bro.
Fucking hell.
I'm messing.
What year were you born, Harry?
Shut the fuck up, guys. Nobody asked. Man, does it matter? Does it matter? You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Oh, shit.
No, I have a feeling
Me and Noah were putting them on the Arc 2x2 at this point. You know what I mean? So it was a while ago.
I really like, actually, I like this question from Maximus. What's everyone's trick to keeping up with chat when streaming? Real experience for me on Sunday and miss so much. Yeah, I miss it all the time, constantly. I constantly miss the chat all night.
I'm very good at it.
Harry's
I like to think I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My trick is have pop-out chat on the same screen I'm looking at with OBS.
That's what I've got now. That's
So
how I...
right there. Like,
Yeah.
My trick is I will talk over you. I don't care who the fuck is in my stream, Maximus Decimus, where it is. Because if you're in my stream and we're playing games together and you go on a waffle tangent, you know what? It's my stream and I don't give a fuck what anyone else has got to say if you're in there with me. And I will address the chat first and foremost because that is the reason why I'm streaming.
Well done.
The chat has priority one.
When I'm doing normal streaming, I'll chat with the chat more than I do when I do this. This is hard to like talk with you guys.
Yeah.
Run this and
it's
follow the chat.
difficult.
So it does sound like I'm ignoring the chat a lot when we do this, but it's also because I just don't want to cut you guys off on what you're saying to address some question in the chat.
Or you can be like
this,
RUZZ. Or you can be like RUZZ and just don't talk to your fucking chat. Talk to yourself and, you know, just talk for days about fuck all.
Oh,
and
now
nobody cares.
that RUZZ is gone, now you've got that. Now you're like ripping into him. Oh, here we go. Didn't want to say it to his face when he was
What are you
here.
going to do about it? Not a goddamn thing.
Didn't
Yeah.
want to say it to his face when he was here. God. I don't know if you're as tough as you say you are. He's lurking. Oh, fuck. I will see you in March at midnights then. Yes, I'm at midnights in March, but I'm interviewing people that day now. I'm going to be walking around with my stick interviewing
What day in March?
the crowd.
30th.
I think it is. Are you coming, Lotto? Are you coming down?
Nah, Brisbane Regionals is on that weekend.
Oh, fucking nerd.
I might try and make it for that one.
Yeah.
You enjoy the
Brother,
game, bro?
Come down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's pretty much been all that I've been doing for the last 2 years. So.
Yeah, okay. Pretty heavy into it, eh? Heavy into the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So pushing for Worlds again this year, which will be a little bit tough, but.
So what is it? You've got to beat everyone at your, like, how do you get to Worlds?
So for different events, you get different amount of points. So depending on where you place. And then there's like a maximum amount of points that you can get at each different type of event. So locally, you can get 15 for challenges, which is like the lowest tier, which every store can run one of those once a month. And then cups are like the bigger tournaments, which people fly like interstate for. They can do one once per quarter, and you get 50 points if you get first. And then you got the regional level, which is pretty much playing for like the $10,000 if you get first.
Yeah, right.
And like other big cash prizes up till top 32 gets 1,000 USD cash. So like there's decent money if you.
But do they fly your lotto? Like, do they go okay? Like
yeah, you can get travel awards for. I think
Okay.
travel awards is 2,500 USD,
Okay.
and you can go to the international events which happen every 4 months. So there's one in LAIC, which is like the South America. EUIC is the European region, and then NAIC, which is North America.
I
And
watched
then
a
those
very
have like a lot of points.
I watched a very interesting video of OK J Love, and he did it where I think he went to Europe. It was like I think he failed the Australian.
I think I edited that one for him. Like if it's the one that.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It was a cool video. I actually watched it, and I was like watching him go from there. I think it was. I don't know if it was Europe or Japan, but I feel like he went to like some local card store that was like fucking.
Yeah, that would have been the one that I edited. So yeah,
It was
you
good.
go to the internationals,
Yeah.
And then he went to one of like just the cup, which, as I said, people go.
It was a very interesting perspective to see someone on like the journey of playing the game. So it was a very, and I actually mentioned that to Watto a fucking couple of months ago. I said to him, it was a very good, well put together video perspective of someone playing the card game. You know?
Yeah.
So I didn't know you edited that, by the way. So I didn't mean to suck you off, but I just thought it was a good video.
I always appreciate it.
They're best friends now, these two.
That's right.
I actually like what Poker Kicks wrote in the chat. He goes, Lotto is basically at the nursing home seeing his granddaddies and uncle. I love it.
He's tatted up Joe uncle and his two bearded granddads.
Oh, fuck. I love it.
This is what the future looks like, yeah? This is...
Yeah, you'll grow into this one day, mate.
Yeah. One of these days you'll get one of these off Poke Jones.
I started growing facial hair at 25.
Welcome in, Jonesy. Nugs. I see you boys. Hey, real question is when are we going to see that jumper, Jolie?
So I ordered it. I'm actually getting concerned now because we move out. We move out in...
Here we go.
2 weeks. So 2 weeks we're
redirecting your mail, hopefully.
Hopefully. I hope it arrives before
then.
I'm very scared. I'm very nervous. I'm going to miss it.
That was my big question for tonight. I was wondering when.
Dude, I'm scared. I want it here now.
I am so glad we held you to that.
Yeah, I've got it. It's coming. Oh, he hasn't said it.
About the content.
It hasn't said it's being posted yet either. That's kind of concerning too.
It's going to take 6 months, I reckon.
Yeah, because he does it by himself. He goes out and he licks the stamp and puts it on the fucking thing because he doesn't have a team. He's just Jason Paige putting an envelope for you.
He's out there with a screen printer and the board doing the thing on the fucking.
There's a montage going on while he's
got his cigarette in his mouth. He's like, some dickhead from Australia's bought me jump. I fucking know.
Comes smelling like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Takes the fucking screen off the top of the fridge and blows it up.
Yeah. My missus said I'd never sell one of these. Look at me now, bitch. Like, get paid $200 for it. Fuck. Oh shit, fucking. All right.
He's supposed to jump on by hand, no doubt, Dubs. No doubt.
Mate. All right. Well, I've got one more thing for you, and then I'll let you all go because I'm sure you're all hungry. This is like a real big important one. Probably the most hilarious thing that happened in the last week. But life-size Gardevoir plush coming soon.
Yes,
is everyone excited about this? Full size.
Look at Shrek. Look at the Shrek face in the GIF.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Perfect.
He's like
perfect me.
He's like, oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. I like this. Scalpers won't stand a chance. Like everyone. Yeah. This has become immediately the biggest thing of the week.
Cool Trainer Ryan will have this.
It's 160 centimeters
tall.
tall.
Sitting on the couch 100%.
Yes.
Mr. CK plays will get.
He's got the space. He's got the space to waste. Of course he's going to get one.
I could smell the comments before opening them. Fuck.
How much actually is it? I haven't seen like a price. Anyway.
It's releasing next month. Pokemon Center.
49,000.
Yeah, $500. That's pretty.
But that's pretty cool though. Like, could you imagine if they did all the Pokemon with their actual statistics, like
the size?
Yeah.
Bring them out.
Maybe not weight.
That's how it's been.
Yeah,
all the life size ones have been actual like.
Jolie, scroll down to the comment about someone legally marrying the first one.
It's illegal. I just know it. Yeah. You'll see 100%. It'll be on one of those, My Strange Addiction shows, like the people who eat rubber tires and shit. It'll be like someone marrying this fucker. Oh, dude.
It'll happen. Someone will do it.
Oh, dude, have you seen those stories about the people, they have those real life like sex dolls and shit? And like they interviewed the guy and he's like, I don't know why I'd ever have a real woman, like this one sits there, it's the best. Like, and he'll nearly convince you that there's a better option. Like,
bro, I saw one and the guy he legally married one and it wasn't even like a good doll. Like it was a bad doll. And then
I bet it was.
They had babies and it was 2 Cabbage Patch Kids.
Fucking hell.
And he was going on about, he's got to let the youngest baby decide when it's 18 what sex it wants to be and like.
I love it.
Oh man. Yeah.
I love it. These people, you know why I love it, Gaz? Because these people walk among us every day and we don't know, and it's better that way.
Oh, everyone knows this guy.
Some of them, Some of them, you know.
Some of them, unfortunately.
You can pick some of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for the life-size Gardevoir doll. Everyone's
Are you
asking
buying
for
one to go? Are you going to put your jumper off size?
my jumper on the Gardevoir.
Make the Gardevoir wear your new jumper.
Fuck oath, because I'm never gonna wear it. I'm like, I will wear that jumper every day.
You're gonna sleep in that jumper, aren't you?
I just wanted to rock up. I'm actually nervous that I'm gonna fucking miss it. Hey,
What did it end up costing you?
with postage, it was $198 or something, or 200 and something. Yeah, it was just over.
Oh,
Yeah, because the jumper was only like, I think the jumper was like $90 to $100, and then the postage was literally double, like the same price was the postage on top.
it's like buying
And these dickheads are trying to get me to
mystery
get,
packs.
and these dickheads are trying to get me to get it signed for like another $150 or whatever the
Mate,
hell.
look at that price. You may as well.
Dickheads, you did state in one of your videos that you would get it signed and have it delivered, but we were just holding to it.
Oh.
So does that? I mean, who's the dickhead now?
Brian.
Is this the new song?
Oh, dude, have you read the comments on this one? Jesus Christ.
I haven't even heard the song.
How
but I've
many?
seen,
How many, John?
I haven't found a good one. Like,
How many comments, John?
Look at the top one, bro.
185.
Look at the top one.
I know, the type of dude to pull out just to finish on himself.
Oh, God,
Woke up from a
yes.
coma just to turn this off. Thank you, Jason Paige. And then a lot of people are rinsing him about the fact that, you know, Umbreon's not a sun Pokemon, because that's obviously a big thing. Isn't it? So there's a lot of that, but and there's people accusing him of being AI. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's crap regardless.
The biggest insult about that comment is that it has intelligence in it. I mean, like, he's not intelligent. You know, you can't call him AI. That would insinuate that he's smart. I mean,
He's a smart guy. It says Moon Mirage on the card.
No, he's not. He's just a fucking dairy farmer with a cow full of milk that he just keeps on plugging away at.
Listen, I'm not gonna listen. You know how I feel about slander about Jason Paige on the channel, yeah?
I know. That's why I do it.
I will not tolerate this at all. He is the best. Anyways,
How many comments in total are there?
185.
Is that all?
What's going on?
Yeah, I would have expected way more.
Dude, it's only got 2.9k views. It's not.
Why is
Quarter
he
of a
wearing
million
the
subscribers.
headphones like a headband?
What?
Just feel like that.
Look at the way he's got the headphones on. They're not on his hair. He's worried about like rubbing the hair off his head.
Fuck, why am I
I
not?
wonder if Pokemon copyrighted his video for using their images within his
He's
video.
worried about messing up his hair.
He's got no hair. He's gone bald.
That's what I
Trying
mean.
to-
Like,
Trying to hide his hairline.
hi guys, Jason Paige.
Sunbrion, you know you are.
Yeah,
It's so catchy.
that's-
Hey, I tell you what. I actually listened to his Pokemon Go song. Did you ever hear his Pokemon Go song?
Negative.
It's a fucking
Didn't
jam.
know it existed.
Dude, it's so good. Go scroll back and just look up Jason Paige Pokemon Go. It's better than the Pokemon theme song. Yeah, I said it. Oh, it's a jam. It's an absolute
call.
banger.
Well, he is the voice of a generation.
He is the voice of the generation. He is so good. I'm gonna give it a like. I'm gonna press a like on it. Okay, just liked it.
You fucking would.
I put up
You
to
would.
my
You're an antagonist, John.
I'm not even subscribed to him. I'm subscribing to him now.
I just unliked this.
Unbelievable.
Refresh the comments and go to newest Jolly. No, I can't. I don't want to.
Nah, Kicks
Do
put
it.
one in there.
Do
Kicks
it. Do
put
it.
one in there. That's
Do
what he's
it.
saying.
All right, here we go.
Do it.
All right,
Let's see.
I'll go
Is
back.
it worth it, Kicks?
We'll go back as a team.
Yeah, go and mention the potty over there. Jolly Chamber. Everyone that's in this chat right now, go over to that Jason Page and say Jolly Chamber just bought the latest hoodie over there. What's it got? 18 hours ago, one day. Sort by.
He just sort by newest.
Is that what you're talking about, Kickers?
Is that what you're talking about, Kicks?
Oh, I can see it.
Is Kicks' comment there?
It just says hate from Australia.
Ah.
Where is it? Ah, there it is. There. Fucking hell. Well done, kids. Hate
Go and
from
tag Jolie. Go and tag Jolie in the comments, yeah? Go hit at Jolie.
You know
Chamber
I'm just
over
gonna.
there.
You know I'm
Go
just.
spam it.
You know I'm
You
just gonna
can't tag
defend
people
him.
in comments anymore, hey?
Can't you?
Can't you?
I've tried doing it.
Even on a computer?
Type, yeah, I do. I only ever do things on computers.
At Joel.
There you go.
It's not popping up.
Doesn't bring up anything. Like try tag me in it. Like try. Yeah, doesn't work.
That's a bit shit.
Because I've tried. Because I was doing like a couple of giveaways and doing it that way, and like, yeah, can't tag me.
I could do it as I could do it as a community post.
On a community post, yes, but not in the comment section.
Yeah.
Even on my own videos.
Interesting.
Yeah, I could do it in the description of the video, but I can't do it in any of the comments.
So I forgot what I said on this one, but got no name. Cool, man. Nobody cares. So battle partners. What do we think is going to happen with the English equivalent, boys? Like,
I won't get any.
We won't get any. Yeah. We ain't getting none. We ain't getting none of Journey together, bro.
Whatever I get, I'll give away.
Journey together, that's it. Journey together.
I'll just give it all away.
It's looking going to be a similar story to Prismatic. So
it's going to be grim, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because it's a pretty cracked set.
It's pretty good. I must say.
Like I don't tend to look ahead at sets.
Close your eyes.
I don't want to spoil it. Oh, but I was about to say.
Oh, look at these commons.
You can't not see this.
There is a Snorlax in there, so.
The new sets, you can't hide from it, and I'm opening a bit more Japanese because I get it, so I'll see them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you give away all your Prismatic the other day?
Yeah, bro.
You're mental, bro. Did you pull anything big?
Yeah, I pulled the Leafeon, $450.
And you gave that away?
Yeah, bro.
You are.
It should be arriving tomorrow at the. Yep.
You are a champ.
That went to.
Don't tell me it was RUZZ.
No. It was a subscriber.
Okay.
Not
cool.
not
an actual subscriber.
Creator. Okay. Not a content creator.
Awesome.
So I had 2 prizes. So yeah, and they both ended up actually going to members.
That's awesome. To be fair, I actually really like the art res in this set.
Yeah, this set's pretty good.
Flats.
Yeah,
they're big and they're bold in this set. There's only like 2 little ones. They're very big.
I really like the Whale Lord.
Colourful.
I actually like the
I
Whale
got
Lord.
one today.
It's a pisser.
Freaking sick.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I like that.
I like the second Iono on. Is it Kilowatt?
Yeah, this one's sick.
Yeah.
I like both of them. I think they're both fucking cool.
Is that like a
the Meowth is dope?
Baby Iono, or is it?
No, it's just like a weird looking photo.
Chibi. Yeah, just
okay.
Yeah.
Just smash
and
out.
then the one on the
Subway.
left of that's the like box topper promo.
Yeah.
So that one with the watch rules, the one that you get with each booster box.
Yeah, right.
English, is that what you're saying, or Japanese?
Just Japanese. We get
Japanese.
the Reshiram Zard, Reshiram N, which I assume would be on the page somewhere.
Yeah. Another one.
Sunbrian.
Actually, it's not.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Up.
Apparently, Diva made a comment on the video as well.
What was that?
Nice, Dave.
Diva's apparently left a comment on Jason Page's.
Guys, stop insulting Jason Page. I do want to get him on my
Jolly
podcast.
wants his jumper, all right?
I want my
Wait till
jumper.
he
I
gets
want him
his
on my
jumper.
podcast. I want him to sign some stuff for me. I want to spend
Another
200...
bloke that's got jumpers that does signatures for $50.
He does he signs a $20 pop vinyl and charges you $180 for that.
Yeah, I can do it for $160. I'll sign it.
I signed stuff for free. Look at that hat job.
Yeah, I fucking love this hat. Look, brother, I
Harry's got one too. One of 5, limited edition too.
I wear
One
this.
of 5. I don't even have one anymore.
I love this hat.
So
is that a
me to
still
get
got the
his
tag
last
on
one.
it. I'm too scared to take the tag off
here's
it.
some information. Here's some information that maybe you guys are probably already across. So, first of all, I'm going to say this. No, go back, John. Go back. I didn't know. Is that a Volcanion? Is that? Yeah. Okay, cool. Haven't seen that card. First time seeing that. Kind of looks sick. Not a fan of Volcanion, but that's a cool looking card of Volcanion.
Yeah, I don't mind the artwork of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks dope. It looks really cool. Go back one, John. Thank you, sir. Now, there was a thing that was going around, and I don't know if it's this one or this one, but I did hear that there was not a recall.
Is it double up?
Yeah, so there was a let me
Yeah,
get
it's
it
the
out
gold
properly.
one.
The texture error when it came to the gold ends. What is it?
Zoroark.
Zoroark. Yeah.
I think it was this card
and they confirmed that. I believe they actually officially confirmed that it was an error.
Yeah.
So there was no texture on it, or
which is very.
It's got the texture of the secret art rare, the alternate arts over the top of it, so you're getting like 2-in-1
double picture type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Yeah. Search error in the text.
There we go.
Really.
Bang.
It's very rare that Japanese make those kind of errors. Like they're like hen's teeth. You know what I mean? Like they're just.
Where's
you
the
don't see
fucking card?
You know?
Down the bottom left.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, right.
I'll make it bigger for you.
So it kind of looks fucked out, really.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's like a Picasso.
Yeah.
But it's that sort of thing where that'll I don't know, the fact now that they've said that it is an error, I don't know how much it affected the Japanese print on. Is it almost nearly every one of them, or like is it only like select regions?
I don't think it was too many of them. It was. It's enough that it's as expensive as the Lily Chase card, so it's like $800.
Wow.
Crazy,
It's cool that it's both the Zoroark cards. Like if it was two different Pokemon, it'd still be cool. But like it's cool that it's both the same Pokemon. You know what I mean? Which makes it kind. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
For error card, I think it's a cool error card.
That would be actually pretty.
I think this would be more expensive and more collectible. The fact that Pokemon made a statement about it and now it's got a story behind it, like
There's no law to it.
I dig it. I
I feel like the guy that made that in the factory is now being told that he can only have one child again. Do you know what I mean? That's what's happened to him. He's been told that. He's like, you cannot reproduce, brother. Look at the mistake that you've made with this card.
That's
I got a Clive SIR back rating, and it came back as a no texture error.
What does that mean?
Nice.
I have no clue. I didn't realize it had
I think it's got no texture.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much in the name.
I was sad to guess.
It looks like it has texture though.
So they graded it though. They graded it though.
Is it the Paldean Fates one?
Let me grab it.
Oh, I want to see this.
If it's the Paldean Fates one, it'll have like the little shine, but it might not have the texture. But the shine on the like secret art rare ones does look pretty textury. So
while you're doing that,
there's a little moon. This is for sale.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna go check out what.
Yeah. So
Jolly Chamber is your biggest fan. Thanks, Diva. I'm gonna like the comment.
It's not gonna focus at all.
I like yours too.
You just see the label again. Show us the label.
I don't know if you'll be able to. The camera's not going to autofocus because it's turned off.
Yeah, right. Can't see fuck all.
Yeah. But yeah, it says SIR missing texture error. But I don't know, like, where on it that the missing texture is. When I got it back, I sent the card off because I was like, that's a cool card. And I got that back and I'm like, oh.
I've never seen, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but I've never seen PSA do a error. Like I haven't seen a PSA do error.
Yeah,
they'll do well-known errors, like missing texture and stuff. They'll do like well-known errors, like with the missing texture and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I've got one of the it's from Japanese VMAX Climax, and it's the Charizard. They've printed it with the sun and moon holo on it, so it does have like incorrect holo in its own little thing.
I've got a mate of mine that's got a textureless.
Send that to you, Jolly. See if your camera will at least show the picture of it. But yeah,
I've got a mate of mine that's got a textureless rainbow Charizard from Burning Shadows.
Jesus.
And someone offered him, it's texture. So I think it's like from memory or by rights. I think the Rainbow Charizard from Burning Shadows was the first ever Rainbow Charizard that was ever made. Would that be right in saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he got offered like at one point there. It was something like 30K, and he was like,
"That wouldn't surprise me."
And he said no. He said no. So it was interesting. But I've got a Zard from the Ultra Premium collection. You know the one that's the VMAX where it's like it looks like the world's on fire. And I got texture missing from that, but love CGC. But it came back in 9.5, And I was like, how? Like, how the fuck did it come back? And it shouldn't. It just shouldn't. Like, it should come back at least like a 7 or like a 7.5 or something like that. Like, but to come back at 9.5, I mean, there's clearly stuff wrong with it. The card is smooth in some parts. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, no texture error, nothing. I was like,
so they don't label it as an error.
no, well, they didn't.
Okay, because like the Clive got a 10.
Yeah.
But it's labeled
how do you
as
get a 10 error? How do you get a 10 error?
I don't know.
Well,
I didn't.
Well, the condition of the card's still good. It's just.
Yeah, but isn't part of the condition the texture?
I mean, not for that specific card now because it doesn't have it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a texture error, shouldn't it be that then it's a 9 or an 8 or a 7?
Yeah.
Well, now it's distinctly a different card because it's got the no texture thing on it.
Yeah, but it's not. It's still the same card.
Yeah, but now.
Yeah, you know what though?
Now it's a different card.
No, you're right. He's right though, because I bet you grade that on a Thursday, and the bloke in the Arvo just says, "Oh yeah, that's a fucking 9 because it's not textured good." Like,
shouldn't that be the fucking?
Yeah, it should be a 9.
Principle.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you get an error card that's a 10? It makes no fucking sense.
It's like getting an off-center card and they're like, "Oh, it's a 10." It's like, well, hang on a fucking minute, like, you know.
Look, I get it when people turn around and go, "Oh, it's a variant of this card." Right? There's a variant that was made over here, the Japanese, Chinese, fucking whatever, right? Versus the English equivalent. But if you've got the same card from the same set that's got a fucking distinctual error from what it is coming from the same set, you can't say that they're two different cards. It's the same fucking card with an error. How do you give it 10?
Well, Kix just said, copy and paste mistake, text is on the texture layer.
I think he's talking about the...
Is that what he's saying? That the text is in the wrong spot. The text should be under the texture, but the text is on the texture. Does that make sense? Is that what you're saying, Kix? No. Listen, he might have just answered it for us. He might have just answered the question of why it's a 10. And
so like here's a question for you then. Sorry, dude.
Let Gaz go. No.
Square cut cards.
Yeah.
I've got a base set Mewtwo here. 2 corners are square. This side and this side.
Yeah.
Is it a 10?
No, I got a 9.
Good.
But shouldn't that get way less than 9, being that the corners are completely wrong?
Does it say anything on it?
Yeah, it's actually errored as a square cut.
Would denote as square cut, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking...
so they... Yeah. So shouldn't that, like, in that same logic, that should get, like, corners of a 7, because they are way wrong. Not a little bit wrong.
But it's still got 3 other parameters to meet, which is going to scale it out, right?
We've got a 9 overall.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, it can have a 7, and then it can still have a 10, a 10, and a 10, which is then going to fucking balance it out to what? Maybe
it'll be an 8.
An 8?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or,
it can only go 1 grade higher than the lowest subgrade.
Yeah. So, but it's still, like, it still makes sense.
But, like, those corners, like, if you're grading that on a perfectly rounded corner, that is so far from a 10 that it wouldn't even be a 9. Like, that should be a 7.
How much point of a percentage is each corner in the overall scheme of the grading aspect?
I assume it would be a 5 then, if that would be as bad as it could possibly be.
Yeah, because it's 2 corners completely as bad.
Like, it should get a 5, and then the card should get a 6.
Yeah,
but I reckon because it's an error and they've denoted as an error, they take those 2 corners out of the equation, and then they'll grade the card. Same as with the texture. They're like, all right, well, we're taking texture out of the equation, and we'll grade the card.
But how can you give it a 10 and say error? I have no idea how that works.
But it's a different card now. It's a different.
It's the same card.
They're deeming it as.
It's like they're saying. I pretty much.
I get both points.
I agree with Harry though. Like, it's like, how have they decided? Oh, that's an error, but every other card's not an error. Unless it's like, what is an error? Just like a printing. You actually
need the error to be on the card to make it.
Like it's like a production flaw, right?
Wouldn't you need? Okay, so just pause with me. Wouldn't you need the likes of Pokemon to confirm the error, right? Because, okay, let's put it this way. if there are 12,000 Clives out there, right, and Gaz has the only one that's an error, why would Pokemon even bother identifying themselves to say, oh, yeah, we definitely made one error? Like, so doesn't that then... No, exactly, right? But the fact that they've made a statement around this latest one and said, oh, it's an error, they have realised that during their printing process that error has occurred. So the thing is that they're not going to fucking monitor every card that's square cut versus round cut to say to themselves that that's an error, right? So how the fuck can they turn around and be like, oh, we're going to give it a 10, but it's fucked up? I mean, how can you say that? Like, it's not a different... Like, I get where Lotto's coming from. I kind of understand his point of view. But I still think to myself, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not a new card. It's a card from the same set. It's the same artwork. It's the same number in the set. It's in the set. The fact that there's an error and you're still saying that it's a perfect... No. The perfectness of the card is the fact that it has the texture. It's the same number in the set. It's the same card from that particular set that's got this. If you're saying that there is a flaw on the card, it defeats the purpose of Gem Mint, doesn't it?
That's why they
totally
add
get what you're saying.
Little notation to say that it's...
Yeah, but it's still not Gem Mint, is it? Because by rights, the perfect card from that set is the texture is in all of its fucking... glory, right?
That's why. Yeah, that's why I agree with it, because it's like a 10's a 10. You can't just say, "Oh, it's got an error, but it's a 10." It's like, well, it's fucking sure isn't. Like,
well, it isn't because it's an error.
Where do you draw the line with that? Though?
That's where it is. Like, hey, you can say it's an error, but it can't go past a 9.
It can't go past a 9.
That would be like, that's the thing. I agree with that. Like, you can say it's an error. You can say it wasn't your fault. Listen, it's dead in the center. Everything's fine, but there's obviously an error that's not natural.
Okay.
Right, but
let me put it this way, right? If you were to get an error, right, and you turn around and you go, okay, cool, it's an error, it automatically gets a 10 because it's fucked, which means by rights of an error, it's cooked. So it's definitely a 10 because it's cooked. Right, how does that work?
Say that again. I missed that.
So the fact that, okay, if something is an error, then it's the best error that it can be.
Yeah.
Right? So automatically it's a fucking 10 by error standards then. Yeah. If we're going to go by logic, right?
Well, that's what the error...
That's why they take out the part that's the error when they're like grading, because it's just condition. So like if
still
there's
not
whitening
up to
on the rest
condition.
of the card, you're like, well, it's not.
Yeah, but texture's part of the standard of how they look at it. And if the texture is defected, then how the fuck can they say it's a 10?
Trainer Nesky wrote, would it be a different story if it was one off error versus a mass amount of the same error?
Well, no, Pokemon would then put their hand up to say that they've made the mistake, which they have done.
Well, like the factory error, like with the gold one, we know, for example, there's like a fuck ton out there, right? Or X amount. So we know that look, they've come out and said, look, we fucked up. So it's an error, right? But, you know, like, do I go take my Giratina in and say, well, it's a Giratina, but it's got like ink stains. It's got ink dots on it. Like, it's really fucked. Like, it's something happened during the process where ink... Is that an error, or is that
but that just means every error is a 10 because it's unique. Because there's no other
have
comparable.
a corner that you've just your dog's chewed off, and then you'd be like, well, we can't give that one a 10.
Yeah, but okay, what allows it to differentiate? Factory
it would
error?
have to be it would have to be factory errr.
Okay, so like how do you say it's a 10, bro?
Gaz is like, all I wanted to do was show you my Cliff card. All I wanted to do was show
Gaz is out here causing controversy.
A Clive card, like, that's what happened.
Look, me personally, I don't think it should be a 10. But
yeah, I don't think it should be.
I'm not going to argue because I got a 10.
Yeah.
I get the argument, and I definitely understand both sides.
Definitely see both sides.
I just have a personal feeling that I just think to myself, like, in order to protect something that we decide is Gem Mint, because you can find another Clive that may have a different type of error, but it's still a Gem Mint. I mean, so I don't know. I just think that Gem Mint should be protected for flawlessly. I think that if you're going to say that a card is Gem Mint, I think that it should be designed for the way that it was intended to be in the set as it is intended. And That's texture, cornering, this and that, the flawlessness of what a card is. But to say that there's an error means that there's something wrong with it. By definition, error is that there's something wrong.
Should it just say?
Which means it's not gem mint because it's not as is intended.
What about just says error, no number? I'm all for that. It's of an error.
Yeah, look,
you're void of getting a number.
Yeah, I've seen cards that have. I've seen.
That.
Yeah,
I've seen errors that has happened.
Yeah, see, I'm all for that.
I've seen it.
I'm all for it. It just says error.
Yeah.
Listen, sorry, you're void of the thing, but like there's obviously a factory problem or something wrong. But it's unique. It's an error card. But we're not going to sit there and go, this error is more error than that error. Like...
Well, let me ask you this, right? Would you pay the same price for okay? Because errors are in the eye of the beholder still, right? That sort of shit. Would you pay the same price if you had the opportunity to buy two cards, one that was an error gem mint 10 versus a gem mint 10, and you're a not a reseller, right? You're not looking at it from a resale perspective, from a collector's perspective, right? If you're chasing perfection, if you had both, like, which one are you buying? Error. Right? Would you pay the money as a gem mint 10 for the error, knowing that it's defective, but more so than this one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And what has taught you that? Yeah, but what's taught you that errors are more expensive than the top?
Oh no! Like if they're the same price.
Yeah, it's same price.
Same price. I'll take the error because it's different.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Okay. Like, yeah.
But what has taught you? And this is the thing, right? This is where stupidity comes into play for me, right? What has taught you?
Just call me stupid.
No. Like, it's not an insult, right? But this is the thing. It's like we look at it and go, okay, if I've got a fucking Hyundai i30 that the aircon doesn't work and this, that, the next thing, and I've got one that perfectly works, what are you buying?
I love it. I love it.
Oh, the other one's got a fucking error, right? The other one's got an error, right? So technically, right, it's definitely worth more because it didn't come with an aircon in that year. So now I can sell it later on down the track for an extra $100,000 because this particular model had an error where they just didn't fit aircons. So what are you going to buy?
The non-textured card isn't affecting my way of life.
No. Yeah, but this is the thing, right?
Well,
this is the thing.
And I don't sell anything.
That is a bad example because in saying that, Harry, there is like, for example, a pop vinyl that they errored the shirt upside down, so it's worth more than when they finally fixed it. Yeah. I get that, like, and because of that,
I understand
they're rarer.
I'm not a retard, right? I understand errors have their place.
Yeah.
Right? But my point is, at what point do we look at the value of an error as greater than the actual? How can you put them as a gem mint 10 and say that this one is worth more, or it's the same equivalent as a gem mint 10? Because what I believe when it comes to cards as collectibles is that at the end of the day, an error is definitely worth more than the gem mint 10 counterpart. I believe that. I solely believe that because, right, what you guys are saying, it's unique. But what I don't think it should be, I don't think it should be graded as a 10. I think it should be reserved for that fucking echelon spot that a card is pristine. It's a gem mint quality of the version that it was intended to be. Whereas I think it being at a 9 and being $5,000 more fucking expensive than its gem mint 10 counterpart as an error label, I think that makes more sense to me. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I 100% agree with you. Like,
so it shouldn't be a 10.
I wouldn't pay. No. When I got it, I was like, how? But like, I wouldn't pay more. If they were the same price, I'll go for the unique one. If the unique one is twice the price, I'm not paying that. Yeah. I will go for the regular one. Like, I know that people do pay more for that stuff. Me personally, I wouldn't do that.
The bulk of people don't give a fuck. Like, people who collect error cards is a pretty small niche in itself, right?
Yes.
Like, that's a niche of a niche. So, like, it wasn't the big thing. But, like, something like this one where it's, like, the gold overlapping on another card, anyone would think that looks cool. So, that's going to be more of a sought-after one. But, like, square corners, like, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, if I got a card...
No, but someone... The fact that Pokemon... I think what gives it its validity is the fact that Pokemon have come out and stated, like, if you happen to, like I was saying with my Charizard that I had before, like CGC looked at it, gave it a 9.5, didn't even fucking recognize it. and you can clearly see it. Like if I was to get it out, like it's in a box at the moment, but if I was to get it out, and you would look at it, you would go, yeah, it's cooked. It's definitely an error. Like, but they looked at it and went, hey, 9.5. It's like, well,
Lotto. What card did you run and grab?
I grabbed the Charizard.
So what's that square?
No, so that's the Sun and Moon holographic pattern.
Oh yeah.
But the Japanese like Sword and Shield ones have the vertical lines that go through it.
That's right.
Incorrect hollow error.
This one's got the cross lines, eh? Like it's like almost like swirly, but not like swirly. You know?
Yeah. So that one's a pop 70 on PSA in a 10. In a 10 for the error card.
So is that pop 70 error, or is that like for that
in a PSA
specific
10.
error?
Yeah, for the specific incorrect hollow error, it's a pop 70 in a 10.
Pop 70 in that error.
I think there's like 300 or something overall.
In a 10.
Just like period of the card that have been graded at PSA. That is. As an error. Yeah.
As an error, but yeah, overall.
There's like 5,000 that have been graded of this card exactly.
For the same
but
error.
It shows you like how many cards have been graded of each different error. So if it's a well enough known error, they will give it that little subtext, and then they give it a separate spot on the like grading pop report.
Yeah, okay. It just infuriates me. I just think that it shouldn't be. That's not to say that I'm not happy for someone that's got one, by the way. Yeah. That's just more along the lines of like I think it's.
But like if this was a Sun and Moon card, like you would look at it and you'd be like, yeah, there's 0 flaws with this card.
Yeah.
It's just different than the one that's in the normal set. So condition wise, you're like, yeah, that's like gem mint condition.
Yeah, but it's not. Is it?
Yeah, I mean, if you got your little microscope out and you check the edges and everything, you'd be like, yeah.
No, potentially. But the fact that it's got the wrong hollow that we've just spoken of, it's not gem mint, is it? Because it's not associated with that error.
I think that's to each their own.
Yeah, no, but like go around in circles all night.
But you can't even argue that point of view. Like it's not part.
Yeah, well, it's different than the one that's in the set, but that's why they put a little note on it.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's just not gem mint. I don't know.
Just reminded me of this one that came out a while ago. Was the?
I remember this.
Remember this? Cool. The Ghastly.
I remember that
on the back of the card.
Didn't it end up being fake?
Did it?
Was it fake?
I don't even know, bro. That's evolutions, yeah. XY evolutions. Ghastly.
I thought it was also like that.
No, I don't know. No, it's got the same borders.
Version of it.
I don't know. It looks like the same borders of like XY.
Yeah, it's very yellow. The borders.
Yeah. I don't know what the move set is from.
I'm gonna get the exact reprint.
Is it the exact same?
But I feel like the HP might have been red on the original.
Yeah, I think there was, and that's what makes me think it's evolutions. Bring them up, Joel. Comparisons side by side. Well, it would have a set number in the bottom.
The HP's red on the original.
So that's XY evolutions.
Yeah,
it's gotta be.
Fucking well done. Well done, team.
We could work at CGC, I reckon.
Yeah. I like that card.
We've just debunked it, yeah.
Oh my god. Let me just check the chat. What's the chat been saying? How can they differentiate between a factory cut compared to a young Billy chopping a card in half with scissors? I think they can tell when they've been cut, eh?
Yeah.
They have altered. They have the altered, so they know if it's been cut.
I'm assuming the machines have to cut it in a specific way, and like if you just got your scissors out, they'd be able to tell.
I'm sure there's people who have cut it and been successful. I'm sure there has been. Like someone's figured out a way to slice.
Anything can slide through CGC.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Beckett won't grade a 4-corner square cut.
Oh, okay.
I think Cherry have one on their website.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
I thought. I remember. I know the card you're talking about because there was a Mewtwo purchase in it, but I didn't think it was all. I could be wrong. It was a while ago. I looked at that. As being a Mewtwo guy,
how do they get
was
square?
buying a lot of Mewtwo's.
Is square
Yeah,
just
they've
when
got
they've cut it and they
four
just haven't
corners, square
like
cuts.
cornered it after?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's. Did anyone ever watch that video? So another card grading company, someone that I really like, was really like it. I forgot their name. What are they called? UK Ace Grading. Thank you. So Ace Grading over in the UK, like obviously Randolph has got something to do with that. If you know who Randolph is, then you know.
Yeah, mate. He reviewed his.
Yeah. Look, I like Randolph, and I think that he's genuinely trying to do the right thing for what he's doing. But you know, they got robbed recently, which was kind of fucked up and whatever, right? People lost some cards, which is fucked up, you know. But I like what they do as far as like a collector's slab goes. If you're not in it for the money, and you know,
They're clean.
Beautiful artwork on the backgrounds of the cards. You know, they've got like almost like extended art into the label. They look amazing. I think they look really cool. You know, for someone that's just gonna collect cards.
Yeah, and you can like do your own customized labels for them as well. So you can just like send across what color schemes you want.
Yeah, I would like to see that more with the bigger guys. Like, but I understand the prestigeness and the resale value in those things.
That's what I think the Australian companies should have done, because at this point you pretty much are only grading purely for looks.
Yeah.
As much as they might tell you different, but like
great for collectors, not so much for resale at that point, because the big three have already, you know, monopolized the market. You're kind of cooked if you think you're going to get any further.
Here, going back to that one.
Yeah.
1 of 1.
Let's go!
Quick,
put it on the Misprints Facebook
1 of
chat.
1 end of 10. Fuck yeah.
It's not even. I was expecting to see a
4K
whole heap of
cards.
different ones. Like
That's a 4K card, brother.
population 1.
Dude, see, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's even better.
Is it just
I was
one
expecting
period or just one? It's
So I
actually
typed.
just the
I
one of
typed
one.
in the the
The
number.
set.
No, like the actual my serial number. And it brought up my card, and it says,
Yeah, so there might be some that are in a 9. I'll find out.
Well, it says population 1, population with /QUAL, maybe quality.
Yeah.
0, population higher, 0. Obviously, you can't. But
Can't get higher than the 10.
Fucking hell, Gas. That's worth more than your Umbreon.
I know, right?
Put it up for sale, bro.
$4,400.
Fucking fuck that. 5K. Someone's got to pay that, yeah? Might as well.
It might. If it's a 1 of
expected to
1.
see a heap of them.
If it's 1 of 1, dude.
No,
whacked out.
I got a whole heap of 1 of 1. My Curry, my Clive.
Yeah, dude, you're smashing it. Dude, you can pay off your mortgage, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, what are you doing collecting Pokemon cards? You should sell you should fucking pay off your mortgage and go on maths. Yeah, it's probably the easiest thing you should do.
What mortgage?
Oh.
Oh, there's 2. There's 2 Clives.
Okay.
Ooh.
I
One's a
couldn't work
9
out
and
how
one's
to go.
a 10, but you do still have a pop 1. So,
Yeah.
but there have been 2 that.
No.
Okay.
Boy, you're gonna find that number 9, Gaz, and you're gonna
I'm
buy
gonna
it
buy
and then snap it in half, mate.
So what's
Bang.
I wonder what was wrong with the issue with the 9. Why wasn't it a 10?
It had some
That's whitening on the
texture
corner,
error.
brother.
Whitening on the corner. Oh,
It
Yeah,
had some
brother.
missing texture.
yeah. I tell you what, if they said it was because of the texture, I'd be fucking livid. I'd be like, what the fuck? My mate Gaz has got a 10. Absolutely. What the hell?
Yeah, double check your Pouty and Fates. There's every single one of the secret art rare or secret illustration rare full art seems to have a missing texture error.
For the client.
So they're out there. No, for every single one in the set, besides Arvin for some reason.
Oh, fucking
that's
Arvin's the
even
only one
all
I
the
got.
Even like the Mew, the
Bubble
Bubble
Mew?
Mew's got a texture error. So double check your Bubble Mews. There's 10 of those in the PSA 10 right now.
Shit.
One in an 8.
What are
two
they
in
going
a-
for?
two in a
Got mine
9.
back as a 10, but it wasn't a texture error.
Oh, well, fucking resend it, Gaz. Resend it back.
I'm gonna
Get the
sand
sandpaper out.
Sand
yeah.
it back a little bit.
Resend it. Make it unique. Send the CGC. Apparently they graded it. So
Out of,
No, they
out
don't
of
do errors.
16,000 Mew EXs, only 13 of them have been classed as a missing texture. So
it must be
how many
issue with the
Clives?
set then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can get like.
So how many Clives in total have been created?
Glaceon VMAX from Evolving Skies. It's got like a well-known missing texture error.
Oh,
Which
that's
one?
it.
The VMAX
Glaceon.
alternate art.
Look at everyone with the ears cracked up. Which one?
Huh? Huh?
Which one are you talking about? I've got that one. Which one is it?
I'm trying to find this Mew bubble error. There's none on eBay.
So
There's only 13, so the solds might be.
13.
But yeah, looking at it, I didn't even know there was missing texture.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be busting out their cards tonight now, yeah? Fucking
Yeah, do it.
rummaging through their
If I
bulk.
see a whole bunch of population, if my population
Yeah.
All the
10 goes
Clives
up,
go
mate,
up.
It'll be
mate.
27. It'll be
But
20.
think about it, guys. You've still got a Gem Mint 10.
Oh, here we
Error,
go.
you know?
Texture error.
and pop 1.
At the moment.
Oh, fuck, you can't see it.
You can if you scroll down.
Can I? Ah,
Should-
but
yep.
Jingos. Looks pretty fuck-eyed to me, but error
on it.
misprint. Texture error misprint.
Click.
Someone's like munted it, like they've fully squeezed it.
Oh
Well,
shit!
he's just folded that shit in half.
Yeah, someone's just done the old, you know.
Yeah. He was pissed he got the
Oh, it's fucked.
error texture. He's like, oh, fuck this. Oh, wait, that's actually worth something. Fold it back out.
Yeah, but he sold it.
Either way, he sold it. He got
Yeah.
rid of it.
What do
Yeah,
what
'cause
do you-
someone's
Can
just
you
gonna-
zoom in on the first picture?
Yeah. There you go. Oh, it's got a
Look
big
at those-
crease in it.
Yeah,
Look at the big
it's got the
creases.
speckles from the like holographic that they have, but yeah, there's like it
It's
does
fucking
look flat.
cooked.
Yeah, or flat besides the big fuck off crease, but yeah.
Is that the error? Is that the error? Is that what he
that's the
sold it as? Misprint error. Oh yeah, it was squashed.
The error is that it's fucking cooked. Yeah.
Fucking wrecked,
How
isn't
we?
it?
How come the same one was sold for that and then sold again for?
Because he had 2 of them and he fucking scrunched them both up.
He
This
just
one's
took
done.
one.
Oh yeah, what's this one? Let me check
Ugh.
this one out. Missing texture.
So it's like, it's glossy but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on it.
See, but the Clive doesn't look like that.
Yeah, because it's a Clive. It's not a Mew.
Can you send a picture
No, but-
into the Discord chat?
Hey?
Can you send a picture into the Discord chat?
Yeah.
Me.
No, me.
No,
The
Gaz.
Clive.
It does look less. You can see on this one, like the texture's like.
In the bubble, yeah, it's not
It's
as
not
prominent
there,
in the
yeah.
bubble. It looks a
But
little bit more
Gaz
flat, like
reckons-
a little bit more.
But is Gaz, you're
No,
saying
no.
yours has still got texture, eh?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have noticed it had it not said it.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Like,
Because this one you can even see in the photo, so you can see even the pixels and shit, yeah. Like, because it hasn't
Yeah.
it hasn't got that layer on top. So I guess like,
Mm.
so this one definitely, you know. But then in my head, the first thing I just think is it's fake. That's a fake one that someone's just trying to sell with it. Oh, it's texture error. That's the first place my brain goes.
Sent mine off to PSA.
So where's your texture error there, guys?
that's what I'm trying. Like, I'm trying to take a video of it.
I'm trying to look
Like,
at it.
it's not.
See, on this one you see all the lines and shit. The other one you can't see the lines.
I mean, I think that looks like it's got texture, to be honest.
My one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean-
bro, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
but I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I would
It's
have to like
probably-
rub my hand over it to tell, or like be able to catch it on
but, like, it
at,
looks
like a
like
different angle.
You
I
know
would
texture how it looks like a fingerprint.
Yeah,
Mm.
I can
Yeah.
see
you can
that.
see that.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
what I was
probably
saying.
a layer.
But is it like the design on the card?
You can
or
see-
does it actually have like depth to it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's in a case, so that makes it a bit harder to.
Yeah.
But I tried
you
sending a
look at-
video, but like it just doesn't pick it up. Like,
When you look at the grains,
Crack it, bro.
the
Crack it.
grains seem to sparkle more than anything else on the card, which tells me they may not have a texture. Like there's missing a texture layer over the grain potentially.
Like-
Mm.
yeah, looking at that Mew, I can see what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these two are. That's
Looking
the
at
one.
my card in person,
Yeah, you can tell. They're
But
completely
there's a
different.
lot going on with that Clive though.
yeah.
And okay, he's supporting my theory even fucking further. That card is skew-with, and it's a 10. Look how fat it is on the right hand side compared to the left, especially up the top side.
Who are you
That's
talking
not
to?
a fucking 10.
This.
The Clive, man. I'm looking at Gaz's picture of the Clive.
Oh, he sent it to you.
Yeah, in Discord.
I took
It looks
on
pretty
an
squared to
angle,
me.
So
No, bro, it doesn't look to me.
Zoom in on like one of the corners.
It looks
It
like
does make it hard
60-40.
because
Whoops.
yeah,
I did
PSA
take
is
it on
not
a
the
weird
left.
angle.
I can't see.
Get the tool out.
Yeah.
Oh,
It can be within 60-40 to be a 10. Now they've
Yeah.
they've stricted it up now. It's
it looks a heavy 60-40.
55.
It looks like it's fatter on the left-hand side at the bottom as opposed to as it goes up near the
That
top.
may have been the angle I took it, like the photo one.
Well, based on that photo, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
No Fallen did not expect us to spend 25 minutes talking about error cards. Did not see that. Did not see the show ending this way. Didn't predict
Ending?
it. What? Well, fuck it. It's not. What is it, like 7 o'clock over there for you, brother?
20 past
Joel.
11 and I
Yeah.
gotta have dinner.
Yeah.
I haven't had dinner yet. I need to eat some food.
I'm gonna start packing
Yeah.
this shit up, bro. Well, listen. It's been a real fun one. It's been very educational tonight. I think we've all learnt a lot, or learnt nothing. I don't know. But
Kicks.
give yourself what's Kick said? Doesn't have the hair.
Still going on about me for maths.
Oh, dude, it's just fucking do it, bro. Hey, listen, do us a favor, Gaz. Jump into the Harry's next Discord and just get a feel for it. Get a feel and a passion for it.
Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, my Discord. Yeah, we're watching every episode of MASH. So because I'm on this fucking
I've got
podcast,
anything else on, sorry.
because I'm in this fucking podcast
Cancel, it's
tonight,
not
I
worth
missed
it,
tonight's
Gaz.
episode. So tomorrow
Sorry.
night.
Thanks for taking up your time once again, Harry. It's much appreciated.
I'm a busy man, John.
You're probably the most bit on the most now. Probably followed by Gaz is getting up there now. What do you be? 3 times now? 4 times?
three or four, yeah.
4. You're getting
Yes,
up
no,
there.
3 or 4.
Lotto's
I think
2 or 3
I'm
now.
Yeah, I've done
7.
3.
7. You've done the bulk of them, Harry.
Yeah. Well,
So you're a
that's what
workhorse.
happens.
Someone's got to keep the train on the track.
That's it, mate.
Well, someone's got to come in here with a bit of a dickhead attitude, and you know what? I figured I'm your guy. You know,
You're the
why
guy.
not?
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but it's all fun. It's all in fun and games.
It has been good. Thank you, guys. For the last one in this studio, so it's been good. It's been a good fun year.
Yeah.
Bigger, better things. Give yourself a plug first. Lotto, give yourself a plug.
Check out the website. Put a .com at the end of my name, and you'll find me. Any of my socials if you're into the Pokemon trading card game, the physical game.
Where are you located, Lotto? Just out of curiosity.
Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Boy.
What's the postage like to Australia? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, it's pretty expensive. Takes an extra 2
Is it?
weeks to get up there.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nah, it doesn't. I bought a few things off him. He's a good bloke.
Okay.
good bloke.
Oh, that was a genuine question. Like I was
Yeah.
curious. Like,
You know,
Yeah.
he's still part of Australia, yeah? Like,
Is it?
listen, look.
is it?
Don't give me this geography bullshit. I was just asking a general question. I've had stuff come from New South Wales that in Express has still taken a week.
Yeah, that's pretty
Remember,
good.
I live in Perth.
I've had that come from New South Wales. It took a week,
Yeah.
and I'm in
I
Canberra.
blame it on
Yeah.
COVID still.
Like I'm in New South Wales. Like,
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's rough.
yeah.
You know.
Well, I got no chance for my jumper coming from the US then, do I?
Nah,
Fuck.
bro. Oh no, everything comes quicker from the US.
Fucking better.
Normally, quicker
Yeah.
from the UK to Australia too.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Don't know how. Don't know what. But
Oh, my. Gaz,
Yeah.
give yourself a plug, bro.
If you don't know who I am, I'm here on YouTube.
Did you just cut out, like, as you said it?
Yeah.
You, like,
I heard
fully
that.
Really?
cut out.
Censored yourself.
He's like, well, I'm perfect time to just cut out. Like, it's-
yeah.
God damn it. Well, you can
Go
find me
again,
here on
take two.
YouTube. You find me here on youtube.com/@PokeGaz, over on Instagram, the PokeGaz. And yeah,
fucking
that's
A.
it.
Well done. Thanks, brother. Harry, what you got, brother?
Fuck off. Don't subscribe to me. There you go. Pretty straightforward. Pretty simple. My name's at the bottom. You can see it. Use your fucking eyes. I don't care. Whatever.
Well done. And thank you all to the chat for being involved and hanging out. Make sure if you haven't liked the video, like the video before you head off. And thank you all again. Oh, can we get a photo for the... I like to have the photo. Thumbs up. Here he loves it, eh? Fucking loves it.
Good times.
All right, good stuff. How do I turn this off?
You go to end stream, but maybe go to your end screen first. Go to your end screen, intro them out, Joel, and then you can
go to your intro screen before you end it.
Your exit screen. You
know,
the exit one.
What?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I don't know if we're still coming through all this music, but either way. Night, guys. Bye, Muffin Man. Bye, Kicks. Bye, whatever the fuck your name was.
Catch everyone.
Yeah. Nesky. Peace out. Brussels sprout.